fashion. It's not always the same killer, according to eyewitnesses. Like, one time he looks like Jason, one time he looks like Michael Myers, one time he looks like Ghostface. But every person murdered is always in the style of one of the great horror movies. Or past horror movies. This is making people think the director did it because he's one of the few people in the world with access to all those film prompts.
Right.
Naturally, he didn't do it, according to him, and he wants to hire someone to find out who did it. Whoever finds out who done it will get $500 or a complete collection of his films in data slug format.
Nice.
Now, a complete collection of his films is... Okay, so... How does your guy know anything about the war before the bombs dropped? Because he was alive then.
Yeah. Let's see, where was it? See, I was involved in humanitarian and civilian affairs, missions to win over local population. You can't ignore a request for aid from a civilian unless it conflicts with another directive.
Okay. Because of this, you, not anyone else, but you specifically, because you work for the Rangers and the civilian aid, can give me a knowledge check, common knowledge.
I also have a cult and stuff like that too.
This is common knowledge.
Sure.
I'll make you do a cult for later, but
That's a 2.
Okay. Yeah, this don't ring any bells because you got 2. I did give everyone an extra Benny because I drew up the first combat and put everyone in order, and one guy got a Joker on your side. So, I'm just gonna keep that Benny, and when it's dark, we'll drop you right in the map.
Okay.
I planned on hand waving to travel to Movie Town, so it's a couple of days by car.
Right on.
But between your driving skills, I mean, between having a car, a Blues Reload survival, and everyone's overall skills, we can just skip the going to Movie Town unless you want to do encounters.
Right.
Alright. Now, because you said you worked with the Texas Rangers, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you understand out of character how the fear level works?
More or less. But go ahead and refresh me.
Okay.
It would help.
The fear level is, the stronger the fear level, the closer it is becoming a deadland. After you do a great deed, you can tell a tale to lower the fear level in an area about it. But the closer it is to, the higher the fear level, the closer it's to a deadland. The reckoners can bring in more and more monsters.
Gotcha.
Now, the reason the reckoners do not wipe out humanity is because we're their food source.
Right.
They feed on fear. So the problem is, if they put in too much fear and kill all the humans, they will starve. But on the other hand, if they put in too little, they will starve. So they try to make it so the world is scary, and they'll let human heroes rise up and knock down the fear level by wiping out monsters, and have a waning period, and then raise the fear level by having a waxing period by monsters doing shit. Right now, after the bombs dropped, and after the events of fucking the harvest, we're looking at fear level 5 pretty much across the board.
Wow. All right, then.
I mean, some plots are 6, some parts are 3, but yeah. It's literally almost a deadland everywhere. Now, all these films have a sort of heroic and uplifting thing, so people watching them lowers the fear level across the board. So when you look at the films, you've seen his stuff, you see everything made lately is about heroic tales trying to lower the fear. And it's working to an extent. But whoever is making movies probably is in on the whole. He might not be like a ranger. He might be a U.S. agent or a ranger because both sides have this knowledge. But he's in the know about the reckoners and the fear level and all this stuff.
Okay.
It looks like he's trying to blatantly lower the fear level by sending out heroic films. Why? We don't know. That said, your Montano also knows things, and he's like, well, bro, I'll tell you what, they use actual zombies in their films as extras that get shot. So, come on the storage, and people actually have jobs as a zombie wrangler where they capture zombies, turn them in, and they get paid like by the head or they get shot in film. So, that's a pretty popular thing.
Okay.
And he's like, by the way, you're so ugly, you get the monster part, no sales. And this is the voice in your head talking to you.
All right.
I don't know if you want to ignore him or not, but yeah, he's always there. Because you're a hero. You have a Montano voice, and you have another voice because you're a cyborg.
Right.
Because you're a girl, I guess they're gonna be all girls, but I can't do a girl voice, so.
All right.
You want to give your hero a name? Try to make one up.
Make one up.
Sister Mary Hawthorne.
Okay.
That was if you ever saw a drink after party, it was a minor demon that harassed people. It didn't have much power, but oh my god, was she annoying.
Uh-huh.
And her job was to make fun of people, make fun of the protagonist during their stay in hell, and then when they left, she kind of went poof.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so. And you basically picture a demon, but with horns in the face. It doesn't look human at all, like a chibi demon. And they're wearing a nun outfit, like you.
Okay.
But if you need a picture of what they look like. Most of the time, they tend to look like an undead version of you, if you ever look at the actual Montano spirit. Or they normally look formless, but they take on the shape of kind of who they're possessing, so.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You say something about a map?
Yeah, I have the map hidden because you're not in Movie Town yet.
Okay.
But I drew the Joker, so you get the extra Benny now. We'll just hold on to it when it starts. I don't want to take it back and give it back to you because it'll be a pain in the ass.
Right.
As Ricard joins, I can give him an extra Benny for the Joker when the fight starts. So you know this, and do you want to do any sort of investigation around Junkyard or Milk Information before you head off to Movie Town?
Yeah, I asked around, see what other people know, and I'll even try the occult roll.
Okay, give me an occult roll.
11.
Okay, so you know a couple of things. One, because you're a ranger, I'm gonna give you something. Movie Town is a deadland.
Okay.
Everything is like Tier 4 or whatever. But Movie Town's actually itself, so it's past the maze, it's like a 3 or a 2. It's pretty low because of all the movies.
Okay.
They will accept movies if you have any data slugs or whatever as money instead, and they tend to use that like money.
Okay.
If you have an unknown film, they will buy it. If you have a good story, they will buy it. The story you had about beating up that one girl and finding your first adventure, you could probably sell that to either a librarian to make us a tale in the Great Library, or to a guy in Movie Town to make an episode of something for like $50.
Okay.
And you would have like your own penny novel or the movie version of penny novel stories.
Right on. That sounds cool.
But doing that, if you did that enough, instead of telling people your story, the persuasion thing yourself,
Mm-hmm.
and it spread around, if you do enough of these, I will say it will lower the fear level in the U.S. across the board. You can still tell tales that roll the individuals' places, but if people hear about a heroic guy going around solving problems and kicking ass, that will probably make people feel better. You'd be like the Chuck Norris of your time.
Right on.
Or whoever you think. But yeah. Also, with a raise, when you're asking people, they're like, well, I mean, no offense, my guy, but you're a special effects person's wet dream. You'd be a great monster or villain in a film.
I've always wanted to be an actor.
I mean, hell, you don't have to say much. Or if you don't want to be a bad guy, you could use your fire and knowledge of explosives to do special effects for days.
Right on.
You gotta be careful when you go there, because civilians will be asking you for requests that may pop up a lot on your directives.
Okay.
Ike Taylor is like, well, before the convoy was destroyed, we'd ship out food to Movie Town and get it and get movies back. Now we do smaller couriers, but if you're heading definitely that way, you can tag along. Well, you can go by yourself, which will be faster, or you could try to tag along with a convoy as a guard, which will be a couple days slower, but you would have safety in numbers.
Yeah.
They looks at you and goes, I don't think you need safety.
Well, I do like the idea of being a guard, because being humanitarian and helping the people, being a guard is, like second nature.
I was like, well, I mean, we can give you enough spook juice to get up there as payment, so you won't have to worry about getting your own spook juice if you're going to be a guard, and fucking throw in an extra, I don't know, $50.
Wow. I can dig it.
Now, if you're going both ways, I mean, they might be able to pay you on the return trip, but as the contract states, your contract will be done once we get there, so you can spend time in Movie Town and fuck around all you want.
Right on.
And then if you want to go to a return thing, you talk to the guy while he's there, and he might pay you for the return trip. When you get here, I'll pay you again. But yeah. He looks at you and says, because you're kind of honest, I'm willing to pay you up front for the guard trip as long as you promise to stay the whole way to Movie Town.
Of course.
Okay. But that's $50 for you and your party. I'm not going to do it $50 a head, because I've already given you spook juice, which is probably worth more. Well, the spook juice to get to Movie Town is like 20 gallons. And the stuff goes for like $25 a gallon, maybe $15 if you get a discount. So he's giving you enough to get up there and enough to get back. It's like a full tank guaranteed up and back. And you can bring extras in jerry cans if you. But honestly, you right now, because you're going with the caravan, you can just hand wave that. Now the downside is I will be giving you a random interlude or encounter depending on what you draw.
My dad's calling.
Alright.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I just had to get the pizza.
I mean, do you want me to wait a couple minutes? Is Boone here, or?
No, Boone's not here. I was just making sure the gate was open, so it wasn't locked.
Okay. Ugh. Also, I gotta tell Phil next time I see him. Is he playing your game tomorrow?
Yeah. He plays the
Yeah, I gotta tell him straight up. Like, bro, the Riffers, I mean, the Brawl Wars game's kind of dead because Magic quit because he used the paying the money. But I will be doing Fantasy Grounds, Lankmar. You can play that. So I told the guys on Lankmar I'm not getting enough people, and they're like, "Oh, well, don't change days yet. Just wait." Because the guy's like, "I can't do it because it's Friday. If I can do Monday," and I'm like just advertise a couple of our servers, and Eldwin, one of the guys working there, advertising a couple of servers. So just wait a couple of days to see if you get more people, because you don't want to change days too much because it'll mess everything up. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
But if worse comes to it, and it's just two people, I'll let you play four guys or something to balance it. Because
All right.
fuck it. And Drake's off doing stuff. Okay, so they're ignoring us. It's 8:23. I totally blame Ricard.
Me too.
Yes. Like I said, though, I will have to draw a card because you're taking the caravan. It's slower. You can't just go run and gun.
Cool.
Okay. And where's the interlude thing? Where's... Okay, interlude. Control F. I found out something.
What?
Everyone's a great pain in the ass. They always want to play the settings that aren't supported by Swig.
Yeah.
Okay, interludes. I can't be mad at them, but I want to be. Narrative storytelling. Alright, go down to interludes. Doo-doo-doo. Okay, you're doing a Trek interlude because you're going to give me a story based on this specific Trek instead of doing like an encounter because that's pretty much more fitting. Anything that happens, you guys are just going to plow through anyways.
Okay.
So I will draw a card and then tell you what you got to do. I don't have a deck of. I gotta go option to put a deck. Option. Desktop card deck on. Oh, that's what that symbol is. Okay, it looks different than what I normally. 7 of diamonds.
Okay.
Now the trek for 7 of diamonds, you need to do how the group found something that helped them along the way, such as an oasis, minor treasure, ammo, food, friendly locals, etc. So tell me what happened you found along the way that helped you to get to Movie Town.
All right. When we were traveling along, one of the vehicles had sprung a leak in the gas can, in the gas tank. But fortunately, we spotted an old, burned out garage. There used to be a gas station, and went and scavenged it. Found a couple of tools. Found a couple of liters of spook juice, and fixed the leak in the gas tank. Filled them up, and we were on our way.
Okay, now I will give you a choice. You can either, as a bonus for this, you can take a component, could you scavenge the gas station, or a Benny.
I'll take the mini.
Okay, there you go. And I'll add a Benny to you. Bam.
Wow.
You're sitting pretty on 5. All right, so you get to movie town, and they part ways, and you guys kind of walk in. You're not in movie town proper yet, but you're hearing about the masked killer and how he goes after the tractor. And you give me a nose roll.
5.
All right, let's see if his stealth can beat yours. Okay, so you spot this. He does not get the drop. And we are going to reveal this. Reveal NPCs. Can you see the map?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so the moment you're there, you see this guy literally rip some guy in a flannel shirt to shreds, and that's what the blood stain is, and that's what you walk in on. And clearly, he don't look normal. I can't see if you can zoom in on him, but he looks like he's covered in this weird mask. He has razor finger hands.
I see it.
The whole the whole wannabe Kruger shebang.
Right.
And then he looks over at you, and it's Captain N's turn, and he sees this, and he sees the guy get murdered, and he's like, "Fuck that!" And he shoots the guy in the face with his gun, with his power. He takes out his zapper. He's like, "Nah, man, that's not cool. You can't just go killing people."
Mm-hmm.
And he does the standard thing, and it's a hit. And with the Joker bonus, it made it a raise, and ow, apply. So this guy looks like he's incapacitated. And Captain Ed's like, "Oh, is it over?"
You know it's
And he
not
just
that.
steps up.
You know it's not that easy. Come on now.
Okay, and the slasher. Oh, I gotta make his soak roll because he has pennies. I forgot to do that. That's on me. Yeah, I was supposed to do that before applying the damage. Bigger. He got a 12. 4, 8, 12. That would soak 3 wounds, won't it, Necron?
Yeah, well,
So he's still up with 1 wound. He just eats that. And then you see a very weird thing. Like, the wound goes away. Like you ever see a film rewind, and like you rewind the damage, and it looks like the thing that broke perfectly reassembles.
uh-huh.
Well, it does that for a second, and then they flickers like a camera lens, and he's fine. Apparently, you can give me an occult roll.
4.
You think he has some sort of regeneration bullshit. This smells of the Reckoners or Amantha No, because there's no way a human can do that.
All right. Well,
It's now your turn.
we're gonna do it like this then, because he's regenerating. Yep, stupid thing. I rolled my 4. It's the
What are
cone.
you using
I'm using
on?
the cone, the flamethrower.
Okay, you got a plain 4. All right, just roll damage.
No, I'm gonna pay that.
He was unharmed. Go ahead and give me the bet. All right, just drop on him again. You good?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's a shake.
All right, and I didn't declare extra action, so I'm done.
All right, but you are in melee. Are you in melee with him, or just like one step off?
One step off.
Okay, so he can walk by you without getting the attack of opportunity, right? Okay.
Yeah, he can walk away.
Like if he walks away from you, it's not kind of like okay. So Bruce Leroy's like, ah, damn it! This is the one time I'm a wreck being a martial artist. And he just runs up there, and he starts going, "Well, I'm a novice, so I don't got the cool powers yet." Pimp hand strong, and he uses his pimp hand strong, and that's why it's called all martial arts. So I'm lazy.
Mm.
And that did not land a hit. He missed. Apparently, the guy's better than he looks. Okay, Bruce Leroy goes first, and he's like, Necron.
Yep.
I mean, what's your character's name?
Camilla.
Alright, Camilla, I'm gonna hit him with shoop de whoop. I'm gonna try to create an opening, and you just hit him like he stole your chocolate.
Alright.
And he's going to do a test using his fighting to kind of like, make him distracted.
Cool.
So, or do you want to do vulnerable? Because that'd make it easier for you to hit him, but distracting means it's harder for him to hit everyone else.
Vulnerable will probably be easier. He seems to have
Okay, so he's gonna try to make him vulnerable, and it's gonna be against the guy's agility. So this guy will roll, and no, he does not fall for it at all. And he's like, well, shit, I thought that would have worked. Being a novice while everyone else is seasoned kind of sucks. I only built him as a novice, because I didn't think I would get too far with it. Okay, and Captain N's like, alright, I got this. And by I got this, he means he's going to put a power on Bruce Leroy so you don't die instantly. Oh wait, I only have Detect, Conceal, and Bolt. I didn't bother getting Deflect yet. Shit. Put that on there. Okay, so he casts... I was supposed to have like Burst and all this other stuff on there. Okay, he uses MacGyver and he puts Deflect on Bruce Leroy because he's afraid Bruce Leroy is going to get gutted. Do you want Reflect too?
Sure.
It's okay. Now the power of my ultimate weird science. Doing a gadget, I think it's on the fly, so it's a -2. So, traits. Okay, so 4. What do you got? 4, right? Let's try again. Okay, it's showing a 2 because you got the -2, so he failed to make a component. Oh man, that sucks. It's like, damn it! This guy's freaking me out! Slasher's turn. Slasher unshakes. Slasher is locked in melee combat with Bruce Leroy! So Slasher does what a Slasher does. Now, I'm just gonna use the machete, but no matter its form, he does the same damage strength, D6.
Yeah.
But his gear is like, oh, that's bad for Bruce. Oh, that is the hit roll, so that is definitely a raise.
Yeah.
And I put on the damage. And he only got 11 damage. And the Slasher is going to be that guy. Oh no, the Slasher is not going to be that guy. He's going to apply. And Bruce Leroy is wounded. Okay, Bruce Leroy, let's spend a Benny to not die. I'm doing this backwards. I'm supposed to drop the Benny on the teardrop before I hit apply. I just realized that.
That's cool.
Okay, Bruce Leroy got a 4. So before that, he would have no.
Yeah, he made it.
But yeah, he just got like shanked by. He got like 5 razors across the face. Like, fuck my face. Not the face, man. That's the only reason women talk to me.
Hmm.
And the slasher can't move, so he looks over at you and laughs.
Yeah.
All right, what do you want to do?
Move up and damn it, miss. Oh shit! Hold on a second. Hold on. I need a bigger shot.
What's the matter?
Okay. All right. Just making sure I didn't have like frenzy or nothing like that. Okay, I'm good.
All right, and now it's a new turn, and apparently you go first again. Go.
All right, still targeted. Cool.
And you will be getting a +1 gang up because you and Bruce are in melee with him.
I am going to see wild attack. WILD. Wild attack. Drag it onto my character.
He has toughness 10, armor 2. So if you have any armor piercing, I should take it off. If it don't, let me know. All right. Go ahead with that damage, baby.
Shaking.
12 damage. Shaken. So we hit apply. And now Bruce Leroy is like, yeah, without those cool martial arts edges, he ain't got much yet. So he's just gonna go, wow! 5 knuckle shuffle! And he's gonna roll the damage. Okay, that is a shake in the wound. And the guy doesn't bother trying to soak it because he thinks he can regen in his round. So apply. And yeah. Now it goes to his turn. He's still shaking, apparently. But as you notice, he automatically heals 1 wound around.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't roll anything, it's just bam. And even though he's shaking, he can't really do anything but glare at you. And it goes down to Captain N, and Captain N is like, oh man, I don't know, man. Alright. Here we go.
Aim for the
Yeah,
24.
he just passed.
Aim for the 24.
And yeah, he's going to power up his blaster instead of trying to do anything fancy and just like, I'm talking about like he's gonna do like the overcharge thing where there's extra damage that they have on bolt. And he's also got to throw on AP too if he can. So like, I got this. Hit. And that's a wound on the thing, and he's shaking. He's like, he's going down slowly but surely, guys. We can get him. Gotta overwhelm him before he can regenerate. And he's still shaking. And the slasher just like he spends a Benny to unshake, and then he loses a wound on his turn. And I'm spending a GM Benny to allow him to sweep.
Okay.
So okay, I'm trying to do the thing where I target multiple people. This, then shift, left click, shift, left click.
No,
And
wrong system. Hold down control, click, click, click.
okay, so control, left click, control, left click. You're lying to me, it's not doing that. Husker, I'm just gonna roll it on Leroy and the damage will come on you too. What's your toughness?
My toughness is 15-4.
Oh, with that, I mean, what's your parry?
The parry is a 7.
Okay, so he rolled a 7, so that hit. And he rolled damage.
I also have a shield.
Apply. Is the parry 7 with the shield or not?
No.
Do you have it currently equipped?
Yes.
So what's the parry with the shield?
It'll be 10. It should take it into account when you go to roll against me.
Well, I'm not rolling against you. I'm rolling against him, and that's going to apply the damage for you if it would hit you. Okay, so apply. He just eats 2 wounds. And Bruce Rulo is going to spend his last penny to try to soak that. He got down to 1, but he's out of bennies, and he's like hurting. But it doesn't attack you because you got the shield, so. And with that done, he's going to try to step back. You can get a free roll, but Bruce is shaking. Okay, that is 21 damage, and he has 3 wounds and it's shook, and that's just like you rocked his shit. Captain Anne's like, yeah, baby. And being the consummate coward, he just runs up to Bruce and is like, I got this, I got this. And he hits him with some first aid spray. I really need to put more powers on this guy's sheet. It just like the weird thing is he can just spend a component and do an improvised power, but they don't like that in fantasy grounds. They want you to have all the stuff statted out, you know? Alright. So I do have a med kit. I'm just gonna roll the guy's healing and treat it like the healing power.
Okay.
Where's his skill? Oh damn, he got 3. That sucks.
Does the med kit give any bonus or anything?
No.
Okay.
If he had a med chip, it'll give him a bonus, but the med kit is what you need for the bare minimum of actually treating people.
Okay.
Without it, you can't really treat people, or you get a penalty if you do. And right now, he's using it like a power, so yeah, he's doing it instantly. So
okay.
Bruce Leroy is unshaken, and he's like, "Ah, man, this guy's a beast, but we gotta press it. You're right." And he's still in melee with you both, and because you got him from going, and Bruce Leroy's gonna be like, "Okay, shoot the whoop," and he's gonna go wild attack, which is +2. Roll attack, and then he's gonna roll +2 damage.
Nice.
Apply. What? And the guy looks like he's in cap. Cool. And roll me 2d6.
Eight.
8. So it looks like he's going to be down for 8 rounds. We're going to end combat right now. Is there anything you want to do before I end the combat?
Can I coup de grace with fire?
Sure. Roll
Okay.
damage. You don't have to roll the hit. Okay. Yeah, are you using your Ghost Rock Fire?
Yeah.
Okay, he screams, and there's nothing but a charred corpse left beyond recognition.
I take a picture of the camcorder.
Okay. And do you go into town?
Yeah.
Alright, so you go into town,
Mm-hmm.
and you're all like, yeah, I'm hot shit. And do you want to talk to one of the policemen or directors or whatever?
Yeah. Go in the picture.
Alright, and he looks at you and goes, oh shit, okay, that's cool. But the thing is, people have killed him before and he's come back, so I have to wait a couple of days and make sure the killer doesn't pop up again.
Sure, I understand. I hit him with fire. I don't know if that makes a difference, but yeah, I understand the rules.
And he's like, but while you're here, feel free to stay at any of our inns, the finest one, free of charge, and enjoy some movies. Do you want your reward as the $500, or do you want the movie slugs?
The movie slugs.
Okay. You get like a collection of movies, all his best movies that he's produced over the years on like slugs.
Mm-hmm.
This would be worth $500 in trade cash, but you already have a camcorder, and you can watch them whenever you want. Not to mention, in your house, you have a bigger TV because you have the TV service and cable, and you can just watch them on that too.
Right on.
So, yeah, it's like it's $500 cash, but it's also probably worth that more to a person because they can actually watch films and stuff.
Right on.
He's like, yeah, well, there's the reward. Please wait a couple of days and make sure he's down for good. If he's not, well, I'd have to take it back.
Of course, no problem.
Because I can't the thing is, I can't just give you half the collection and then wait and do the other half like money. Because as a director, I always want everyone to see the complete volumes.
I understand.
Okay, while you're here, do you want to try selling them any of your stories, or?
Yeah.
All right, give me a persuasion roll, or you can have Captain N do it for you.
I have a D6 persuasion. Can I?
All right. Yeah, but you still have the outsider penalty for being a fucking combat cyborg.
Sorry, I only have a D4.
You're like -2.
Hey.
It's not -4 because in Wade they kind of did away with that.
Right.
It's more like a -2 on your persuade. But yeah, you can roll. And you got...
what the hell? I'll slow down a thing on that. Ooh.
Okay, and we'll see what Captain N rolls. Because he's going to assist you, as your lackey. His persuasion is straight 6. He got a 5, you got +1, so what'd you roll?
An 8.
An 8, 9. He's like, okay, look. I can do it. But I'll need you to do the action scenes, and we'll give you the line. And it'll take about maybe a day or two.
Okay.
I'll pay you $50, and we'll just do a little mini film of the story. We'll call it the Sister Camilla Chronicles or Mother Camilla. What do you want to be called on camera?
Sister Camilla, why not?
Okay, Sister Camilla, because you got the nun outfit. You're going around doing justice. People eat that up. I mean, you're a bit scary, but you're a combat cyborg. You're gonna be scary no matter what. But we can do that. The junker sidekick and the combat cyborg for justice. So, sure. Okay, Necron, what's your performance skill?
It is an unskilled.
And what is your spirit?
My spirit is D10.
Okay, so and what is your persuasion?
D4.
And what is your so for the action scene, you're going to roll like you're fighting and shooting.
Okay.
Or athletics instead of rolling performance because you're just actually gonna shoot with blanks and swing and
Okay.
They can do that because they worked with people like you before who know action like the back of their hand but don't know how to act out of a paper bag.
Dig it, love it.
So when you have to do performance, I'll let you do spirit -2.
Okay.
Now, how much money you got?
Currently 155.
All right, if you want, you can spend. It depends on how much pride you have, but you can take acting lessons where you buy a video thing and you watch it and you practice, and for like $100, you can have T4 performance. You actually get acting lessons, but it's gonna cost more than they're paying you. But it's up to you.
I'll take it.
Okay, go ahead and took acting lessons somewhere on your sheet and give yourself a D4 performance.
Okay.
Galen.
Yeah.
The Terminator just took acting lessons because it's played by Necron. He doesn't want to be too wooden on screen.
Okay.
Galen always says okay when she smiles at this. Alright then. So, give me a shooting check, a fighting check, and then a performance check.
Okay. Shooting. Fighting. 11.
Okay.
One second. Oh, wrong. I can't do it on that one. That's right. There we go. And 7 for performance.
Alright, now describe me, because basically they do the scene where you're cutting through and shooting down all the Walking Dead, which are just basically walkers. They have real zombies for this, and you just tear through them like you normally would. And then for the ending scene, after you beat the priestess, you go give them a catchphrase. So you can describe how you want this to play out, because you got success. Whatever, you got 2 raises, 3 raises, and so the action seems perfect. And you got a success on the performance. So you can just tell me what you do. How does it play out the mini movie in your mind?
All right. We power dispatch them with melee weapons, mainly because why waste ammo on a zombie? That they're easy to take down. So I'll be out there like cutting them down and stuff like that as they inexorably walk towards me and stuff like that, and I'm just cutting them down and is it like an
Do you need anything else, Galen? You need something? Okay. Now you will be using ammo to shoot because they want to see the gun go off. It's a Rambo type thing,
Okay.
but they will supply the ammo for you, so you won't lose anything.
Okay. So I can let go with the full auto fire.
Yeah, you can let go with full auto fire and mow down the walkers because they're just literal zombies used for this purpose. So the only person you can't actually hurt is the actress, but because you got a success and like 2 raises on fighting, you can like automatically just you movie fight. You don't actually hit the guy and hurt him. It's staged fighting.
Cool.
Looks good though.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just mow those guys down. And you went hasta la vista or whatever at the end?
Yeah.
Alright, give me your catchphrase. Because it's gonna follow you around. Your film's gonna be a hit.
Give me 1 second. Let's see if I can come up with something here. Give me 1 second. Come on, you bastard. Objective: exterminate zombies. Mission accomplished. I like that. Nice and simple. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And because of that, we're going to just like people who see the movie is gonna like knock down the fear level around when they see you walking around. So your parents as a movie icon can like while you're there can kind of lower the fear level a little bit.
Right on.
If you do more movies and more people think you're well known, you can just like maybe permanently lower the fear level. But when you're there, it's like, oh shit, the battle nut's here to save us. And the fear level in the media era just like drops by a level.
Nice.
Now, it don't work everywhere. If you're like in an actual Deadlands and it's the there's no people around to see you, then yeah, that's not gonna work. But if you're like a town that's at like Fear 4, it'll drop to Fear 3 just because you're there.
Right on.
And the only reason I'm giving you this is because you got so many high successes. Like, holy crap. Alright, Kalen, what are you doing? You keep asking me, are you trolling? You're trying to summon me with your phone. What? Hey, Fred, Kalen, no! No! No, Makoto, no! You cannot turn a dog girl into a cute anime character. No! Oh my god. Did you ever see Full Metal Alchemist?
Yeah.
Remember the scene where the evil dad merged his daughter with a dog?
Mm-hmm.
Well, instead of making it horrific, they made her come out as a cute dog girl from other animes.
Right. Cool.
And they looked at Ed and go, Oni-chan! And I just looked at, like, the guy who posted that and go, no! You cannot make this fun and cute! No! This is supposed to be horror!
Huh.
No! Damn you, Japan!
Huh.
Alright. Okay, so you're done fucking around with movies or you want to keep fucking around?
Yeah. I'm liking it.
Alright, so you did that, and there are... So after the movie set a day later, Captain N is like, hey boss! And Leroy's all patched up. They patched him up, he took it easy. And Leroy, as we all know, is a natural actor, because he's played by an actor in the movie, so... He's played by an actor now, so yeah.
Nice.
If you want him, he could do, like, stuff, but... everyone's all buzz about the... Well, all the action nuts are buzz about the Rambo, like, Sister Camilla. And... There's this one guy, the assistant, of the director named Gerard, and yeah, this guy, he's from Texas before the bombs dropped, and he was a movie snob student,
Mm-hmm.
and he's from he's from the South technically because he's from Texas. He went to University of Texas. He's like, "Oh, you're from the University of Texas too? Wow, nice to meet you. Well, hi, hi." He's nice to you because you're from. Are you from Texas or somewhere else in the South?
Texas.
Yeah, you're both from Texas and from the South before the bombs dropped. So you might have actually met this guy with your humanitarian work. And he's like, "Oh, sister, nice to see you again." So normally he's kind of a douche to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
He's a movie snob, but he does get shit done when it comes to organizing, catering, the film. He's doing a lot of stuff, and he hangs out with you a bit. And it's like, yeah, I hate this film is terrible. I mean, it's juvenile, it's so lowbrow. It's just like they're pogging action things. I'm sorry about that. It's I wish they put you in a more proper piece like Red Balloon. Or, he names off movies that or Citizen Kane. Why can't we have like high dramas anymore? Though he sounds like a movie critic.
Well, I think people still like, I would call these Western, if nothing else, and stuff like that, because it still appeals to man's wanderlust, uh, his wanting to make his own way in the world and find his own piece of land that he can call his.
Oh, right. I mean, well, if only it was a Western. I mean, I would love to see more works of John Wayne or Clint Eastwood type films, but everything's so down to this. You're talking for a good 5 minutes, and he looks over at the Junker and he looks over at Bruce Leroy. And he's like, "Well, you seem to be a nice sort. Uh, I don't know if you want to do acting that's not action based, but I mean, you actually bought the thing to get acting lessons if you want. We can do an impromptu thing. I have a studio I'm working on, and it's kind of one of those horror films that are supposed to be a critique of, the establishment, those zombie movies, the highbrow stuff. If you want to get in on that, I could give you a speaking role where you're not shooting everyone. You could play like the nun or an extra of that, where you just do other stuff. But
I would
I don't
love
know if you're
to.
interested.
I'd love to break out of the action stuff, try a little bit of drama. That'd be cool.
Okay, are you being honest with that?
Yeah, I am being honest.
All right. Well, fuck me. All right then. So he's like, well, yes. The problem we face are two things. One, zombie wrangling. We have to pay guys to get zombies, not Faminites, and they can't be shot in the head. They have to be actual moving zombies, like $25 a head. But they've been mysteriously disappearing or running low lately, like someone else is scooping up for something else.
Zombie.
This is actually a separate adventure in Maze Town, but you could do both in the same time, technically.
Okay.
And the other problem we face is everyone wants to do nothing but action and films of hope and justice. The horror genre is, as a film thing, is dying because no one wants to make horror movies and no one wants to make drama. If they're willing to give it a shot because you're kind of a big name right now, we could give you another role in something else. And he'll borrow up some film ideas. All right, real quick, what would be considered a serious film you would like to do? This will tie into the whole movie Murder Quest thing still, no matter what you pick.
Mm-hmm.
But so they pretty much expected people just to find the killer, fight him. But while you're here, you're supposed to get the feel of movie town and learn more.
Okay.
And Captain N's like, well, I mean, I like a good sci-fi movie like The Last Starfighter, but that's pretty much what we're
Ooh.
doing with these action movies. I don't think you want to do that, do you? And he strokes his chin. And he's like, I'm more when it comes to directing. I'm better at the horror and sad stuff. I mean, if we get some of the junkers to help us, we could probably do the effects budget of The Last Starfighter. But it's gonna come out very cheesy, like the old Star Wars films with the models and they have the laser lights.
Okay.
But I mean, I'll give it a shot. If you can make a compelling story, I mean, we can't make Star Wars level stuff. We know it's a George Lucas, but we could get some guys to dress up like aliens. We could do like I don't know, what was the B movie of the Last Starfighter or some B movie like that with the makeup?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That it. Yeah. Last Starfire had a decent makeup budget, I think, because the one guy, the lizard guy, who was like, welcome to Star League, blah 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 blah. His makeup was pretty good, I thought.
Yeah, they have the power to do that because they have anything that could be done with makeup and props. They can do because they have the full makeup of Hollywood, like
Ooh.
prosthetics Hollywood. Like if you wanted to, they could put you in a full suit and make you look like Bigfoot. And you would look like actual Bigfoot monster movie makeup. The only thing they can't do now is the high-end CGI stuff. They can do some stuff, but they can't like do it all because they don't have the supercomputers like they used to.
Mm-hmm.
And replace people because they need to have live actors on screen to record. Animation is kind of dead because it's like they don't have like animating studios. Well, they might have an animating studio in Hollywood, but they don't have many cartoonists.
Do you remember the TV show Kolchak?
Yes, Kolchak the Night Stalker, right?
Yep.
My favorite.
Oh, if you want to do that, this guy Gerard would be all for that because he loved it. So he's like, oh yeah, we have to do you up not as a freaking it's combat cyborg done up with the and but yeah, we could do a couple things of that. Ricard, you joining us?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's going on? I have no idea.
Okay, so Necron, being the wonderful man that he is, gave me $35 and bought me Hell on Earth Companion, and The Worm's Turn for Fantasy Grounds. And I promised to run it for him, whether everyone shows up or not. He chose to play a combat cyborg from Fantasy Ground from the Companion. So it's a Herald, but instead of just being a Herald, it's full of all these military-grade cybernetics. The normal person would die if you put that in him. And he took heart to mind as a directive and do a humanitarian effort. Now, the main campaign is supposed to be every other Monday, but they have side stories. One side story is called Movie Town, where after the bombs fell, there's like the remains of Hollywood. They're still shooting movies. The mayor calls himself the director. And Necron went there to find. There's a guy dressing up like a killer, murdering people, and then coming back as a different killer. It's like if a killer from classic horror films appeared and murdered people, and they're trying to figure out who's doing it. They think they're blaming the director, but he's hiring someone to find the killer and stop him. While he's there, people are like, "Whoa, well, you got like really dynamic range as a non-combat cyborg." And you fight evil. You want to do a movie. He did a movie. And one of the other guys, the assistant, is more like, I prefer, he's a Texan art snob and film critic. He's like, I prefer more highbrow stuff where, like, instead of action, you do, like, horror or mystery. And Necron's like, I want to break out my acting. We want to do more stuff. So, here we are. Now, do you have Hell on Earth books? The PDFs?
you send some stuff. So
I can
w-
send them to you if you don't have them already.
I
but,
think you did, but yeah.
They are also in the
The
game.
downside is this was made with Explorer, so we just kind of overlook it and tweak it where we need to. But you can play a human, mutant, or hero.
Yeah, I was when I looked at it. It's like it's not my favorite thing to do, but do they have pre-mades?
I
Pre-gens?
have a pre-made novice guy called Bruce Leroy. He's a martial artist, and he should get
No.
martial arts. And I have pre-made Kevin Keane, who's Captain N, the Game Master, who's a junker who's going to learn how to do weird science.
Yeah, I was thinking there was like a the witch, but a male, so a warlock. I saw that.
In this setting only, being a male witch kind of sucks because they do backlash severe just for males. The woman who wrote witchcraft hates guys. But if you're okay with that, you can be a warlock.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's the companion. Just you'll have to build a guy. I don't have any pre-mates.
Okay.
I will be
So
coming back and running this Monday, every other Monday, and whenever Necron and me are fucking bored, I'll just sit down and run this. Be Sunday, Monday, whatever.
right. So do I need a character sheet?
Fantasy Grounds.
Yeah, I'm in there.
Rounds. Okay, let me open up the characters. Oh. Now, because you are the greatest, you will start with 500 cash instead of 250. Money doesn't exist. It's more like doodads and trade items.
Mm-hmm.
So, if for whatever reason, you can actually convert your money into ammo by assembling trade items. You have enough science and repair. But you don't need to worry about that. Okay, let's make a course characters. Characters. Here is a blank sheet. You can just fill that out. Let me put there.
It's still there's some new ones, but a lot of the ones I wish I could share this with you, but when you get in, you have to activate some modules. But just as a quick thing here, they have the Doomsayer, your basic gunslinger, of course, Law Dog, Librarian, Postman. I thought that was sort of interesting. Last Postman, that was a good movie. Your basic Road Warrior, Scavenger,
Right.
Psyker. Psychers are big. Gotta be bald though. It's like
Yeah.
mandatory. Ooh, Tellteller.
I like Doomsayer. It sounds like
Doomsayer is an arcane background where you're a mutant and you worship the radiation and it gives you power.
Oh yeah, no, wrong venue for that.
Toxic Shaman.
My Minotaur, it was like that was. I don't know if it was before 3.5, but it was like a little homebrew to it. But they had all the expansion books, and I you know how they had this like soothsaying or whatever, or what, I forget what it was. This it was some sort of power. Anyway, because they were all beast people, they didn't have that positive spin stuff. It was all doomsaying, you know. And it wasn't like a woe is me thing. It was more like, you know, the expected world stuff. So anyway, let me see here. Are the books aren't in here? I guess.
Yes,
Where was
they
that?
are.
They are.
You have to go to activation and load them up through the module thing.
Thought I'd done that already. See.
It has to be done with every game, apparently.
Usually
Okay, so being a witch, Your background is witch. Now they don't work right, so I will have to put magic on top of what you do to make the spells work. Don't worry about that. And instead of using witchcraft smarts, you're just gonna use spellcasting smarts because yeah. Okay.
Where
When a
does
witch rolls a 1 on her die, witchcraft die, regardless of wild die, she's automatically shaken. When a man rolls double 1, he suffers a wound.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, kind of a Morbius
Your
sort of
powers
thing.
are Beast Friend, Blast, Bolt, Boost Lore Trait, Charm, Deflection, Detect, Conceal, Arcana, Disguise, Dispel, Divination, Elemental Manipulation, Entangle, Fear, Fly, Healing, Invisibility, Light, Obscure, Puppet, Slumber, Succor, and Zombie.
Nice.
Right.
Now, the special rules are you have ingredients, you need ingredients to cast spells.
Where do I turn on the books?
You hit modules, and then hit activation,
Wait a
and
minute,
then
where's
you should see modules is on the far right under library.
oh, library modules?
Mm-hmm.
And you want the Deadlands Hell on Earth player companion and so on. So after you open that, you want to hit activation. And
it's not loading. It's not loading up.
It'll take a minute.
Okay, good. Oh.
Yeah, you need a Deadlands Hell on Earth Player's Guide, the
Suede
Player's Guide,
player, and
if you want to be a witch, you have to get the companion. We're also doing adventure cards, so go all the way to the end and activate the Suede adventure deck.
Okay, and yeah, okay. See here, click on the activate button. I'm going to try this. Close this again. And modules.
I mean, do you want me to give you like a pre-made witch you can just go for today?
That's what I was wondering, but it's like, the thing is the modules aren't opening up. I've had this before. I don't get any choices.
Okay, did you go to the bottom left and hit activation?
Oh, okay, wait, got it. Okay, got it. That's always an extra. Why don't they just load the damn? So load.
Honestly, I think it's on me because I'm supposed to do something when I make the room, but I'm not doing it right.
Okay, Suede Adventure Deck. Suede, what you call it? Deadlands, Hell on Earth. And what else?
Player's Guide and the companion.
Companion.
And hopefully you'll have the Suede Core Rules players because you need that space.
Adventure, other than the Adventure Edition?
The Adventure is the one you want. Yeah, just load that up.
I don't see the companion.
It's on the second page.
Yeah, it's on the second page. I have too much shit.
Oh, God. These guys are like... No, I'm not blaming you. It's just like... These guys are like... It's like they have a scroll wheel and somehow they put another page in. It's like... I don't know. Okay.
The only thing I hate about Fantasy Grounds is the damn interface.
Yeah, man. Otherwise, it does.
It's like they're really proud of their deficiencies.
I know, but I tried to tell them to change it. And they're like, no, we like the way it is. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I've got 4 things. I've got Hell on Earth Companion, Adventure Deck, and Suede Adventure Edition.
Yep.
Got it.
Yeah, you should be set. That should be everything.
So
now,
and they're
in
loaded.
the companion, I made a guy named Card. You click them? Okay.
Yeah, you got to learn to spell them right, just as a favor to me.
I will try, but you're going to change the name anyways. Put your character name in.
Yeah,
Okay, now this setting does not have wound caps. If you're hit for 20 wounds, you're dead. They don't do wound caps in the old edition. It's not nice.
Yeah.
He did spell it right.
Okay. Other things.
No, I respelled it.
Oh, okay.
Good. Other things. The leather armor gives you 2 points instead of 1 point, like their book says. So when you buy it, I'll put it from the core book. Put it on there.
Do they have unarmored?
No.
Okay. All right. Okay, so character. Whoa, where'd my guy go?
You can click your name or whatever. And
Oh, right.
Back up.
All right, got it. Okay, yep. All right, so I will. So I have to open up the.
All right. Well, while you're doing that, do we keep going, or do you want to wait?
Oh yeah. No. Oh, just go.
I mean, if you want to role play your character, we can just say even if your stats ain't done, you're there and you're just putting your input in.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
So basically, yeah. I don't want to be another guy that blast bursts or whatever, but I don't want to be the guy that does like those slow things either. So I'll have to figure something out. So
Okay, so ingredients. You use ingredients to assist with your spells, and how do those work? Oh, you may use it to help you cast spells. Anytime you cast a spell, you can use an ingredient instead of a PowerPoint.
Nice.
And you can use all your ingredients. You can only carry so many as like your smarts. And you have to carry a book that says the spell book is How to Serve Your Man. That's a cookbook.
Mm-hmm.
And finding more rare copies or out of print copies can give you insight to new spells. Your special edges are Devlin Blood, which is female only. You have to be a woman to be Devlin. And Familiar.
Ooh, nice.
And the Familiar is like literally
The shit.
you can choose a novice. When you level up, you get better stuff. Like at the beginning, you pick like an owl, cat, snake, frog, and then at season you change it to a dog, wolf, stag, veteran, cougar, riding horse, heroic bear, bull, shark, legendary brain buzzard, devil bat, so on. And yeah, so that's all your things. But all your trappings are gonna have a lot of cooking. You're always throwing spices and shit at people and mix magic.
Cool. I like it.
Yeah, I could see the ingredients being like fuzzy dice and troll dolls.
Oh yeah. We do.
Okay, if you want them to be that cool, but a lot of time you're just gonna have oregano. Or it's like literal cooking ingredients: salt, rosemary, shit like that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to say your ingredients are Truzzy doll or Troll doll, I'll give you a chance to find those lying around.
Yeah, I'm just saying when I do. I'm sure there's like broken down cars and stuff, and there's like.
Okay, so crash course of the history. The bombs dropped 16 years ago. You were alive before the bombs dropped, so you remember what the world was like. Now, it is Deadlands, so you have the north versus the south. I went to modern day. The year is 2095 currently. 16 years after the bombs dropped, they had a big thing called the Harvest, where all the servitors got together, they all fight, they all kick the shit out of each other, now they're all licking each other's wounds, and you are in the aftermath. You can work yourself into the scene how you want, but Necron came out from Junkyard, the land of Junkers, genetic to do a job as a director, and they're trying to catch a killer who dresses up as a movie killer and kills people. He's also doing a side job as doing movies himself.
Yeah, I came straight out of the Grauman's Chinese theater basement. Been stuck down there with like nothing but like stale
ramen.
theater food. jujubes.
Oh my god.
And like learn to use the popcorn machine, blah blah. But it's on the ability or the skills. Is it 50 core plus 15 or core plus 12?
You get core plus 15 because this is an advanced setting. Electronics and cars do exist. You will need fighting or you will die instantly. I'm just going to say that now.
Yeah.
Please don't mix one with no fighting. You will want to have some survival.
Okay, that's fine.
Especially your character, because survival is what you roll for cooking.
Okay.
And also, notice is how you spot things and scavenge is like probably the most important skill in the game besides combat. And yeah, but
cool. All right, so these guys are already got this. So plus,
now, do you want to start at seasoned or are you going to start at novice?
You tell me.
Well, Necro started at seasoned. They took the better of the West thing where it gets a huge drawback, but it gets to bump it up to veteran. So he has like 8 advances right from the get go. If you want to do something like that, I can start you at season, but you won't be able to play a Monday. If you play on the Monday game, you won't be able to advance until they catch up. Because they're novices, they never played before. I agree, everyone playing on the Monday game just, won't get advances until the other guys catch up.
That's fine. I will I'll just go with the seasoned.
Okay, you have $500 to buy your equipment and make your guide. Now back to Necrom.
I don't
have a map for this, but
I thought it was 1,000 per season.
No, Hell on Earth and Deadlands cut the starting money in half. It's $250 for novice, $500 for season.
Okay, cool.
But on the compensation, all the prices are lower.
Okay. That's what it is then.
But yeah, it's like based off the Western prices from the Wild West. I mean, it's more expensive wood now, but they don't really have money, as they say. Cool. And you get to start with a number of ingredients or whatever. But anyways, we're moving on. So the Junker, Captain N, and Bruce Leroy are like, alright, so you want to do Kojak the Night Stalker?
Yeah.
Alright. Bruce Leroy's like, well, I mean, on paper I like that, but I can't think of anything fun. We may need a leading girl to actually pull people in. Are you playing the leading girl, or are you gonna be playing you're an action movie star who's gonna try to rely on your acting chops?
As short as they are.
Okay, so while you're there, he takes you into Movie Town and like the sets, like the big things of the props and stuff. And when they go to, what would you look like before the conversion?
Let's see here. I would look like. Keep it new. All right. I do have a picture for this. So give me 1 second here.
Now, is the picture you have now after the conversion?
Oh, it's before the conversion.
No, I mean the one you use for your token.
No, it's after conversion. Yeah, that's where.
Okay, so I'll need the before conversion.
Yeah, that's
But
what did I do?
Looks like there are 3 people who actually do. Yep. It's just standing her ground.
Oh, come on.
You have who's sprinted forward, and then the team who immediately afterward decided, I'm going to let you do with football. And but Coulson's the one who's about to get her tail fried.
There we are.
Doesn't look like you can drag skills from the
you can
adventure book.
Make
You
sure
can.
open the book.
Oh wait, is
No.
your thing locked? No, it's not. Okay, I gotta go to skills
No.
from the you gotta go down to the bottom where it says character and skills, edges and races. You drag from there.
All right, I
Characters.
just posted her in Deadlands.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what you look like.
Yeah.
No, I mean when they do the makeup, that's what you fucking look like.
Oh wow. Okay.
Like holy shit, you're all steel body, and the only part of you that's actual flesh is the head. But you sit in a makeup chair for like 7 hours, and when they're done, that's what you look like. You look like when you were alive.
Wow.
And
Nice.
during this, and you feel, give me a notice check.
No, I'm gonna bang that. Four.
Okay, you feel like the makeup itself has a kind of magic to it. While you're in your role, you are like a normal. You act like the person.
Nice.
Like for example, if someone did their face up like a big strong guy, they'd probably look like a big. That'd be a big strong guy. But Gerard's like I don't know, like 150, maybe $120, soaking wet. He's a milk toast. Doesn't look like he could fight. But if he put on enough makeup, you feel like he could be like Arnold Schwarzenegger and punch and bench press stuff. Your super strength doesn't it really happen during the makeup. But effectively, you are a normal human, right? You suffer no negatives. I mean, on the inside, your voices are still there, but you're not suffering any negatives for your looks or any of that.
Right.
And you do the camera angles, you look like a normal-sized person. But yeah, and you
Go
dress
check
up
your food.
like
I'm
you're.
gonna put it down.
What's taking forever?
No, nothing. I'm talking to the cat. She's asking for food, but it's already in her bowl, so I don't want to have to get up and walk over.
Alright, so yeah. You are the person. So you have no penalties to your charisma rolls or persuasion rolls or anything like that. And you can put your name, but your character's name is who's Kojak? The female Kojak. He's like what, an insurance salesman?
No, he was a reporter.
A reporter, yeah. So you get your cool reporter outfit and your stock camera, and you feel like you want to write a newspaper article.
Oh yeah.
And so they're gonna do kind of like a weird Kojak episode, but we just pick whatever. Give me a performance check. It's gonna be like a mini dramatic task. Oh fuck! 14 on the first roll. I think you did a brilliant performance. And everyone's talking about how Camilla isn't just for action movies; she could do drama as well.
Oh yeah.
And I'm gonna do a stealth check. Okay. Now, after the filming, and this is another day, the makeup team takes out solvent and wipes you, and it takes 5 rounds of wiping to remove the makeup.
Okay.
But once it's gone, you're back to being you. The magic is gone. The movie makeup is gone. During filming, nothing can remove that makeup. They explain nothing can remove this makeup, but patiently putting the solvent on for like 5 rounds. Or for like 5 turns, and it is just like it is practically magical. Maybe it's the radiation or whatever, but it will be caked on once you take it off.
Nice.
And when you take it off, you feel like a normal person. Vectron!
Yeah.
That killer looked like a classic movie villain. And you could see props like that in the set. You know someone, if they had access to this stuff, could probably do themselves up like a killer easy.
Yeah.
And change it every day.
I'll try to be up
Okay,
to
so
these, and I'll warn the group.
as you're warning the group, a junker, well, Captain N's like, funny you should say that. Apparently, another one of the director's detractors and critics was found attacked and murdered. So, yeah.
We should go check
I
that
mean,
out.
even though we parboiled that thing, he's still around. Maybe he's some sort of movie monster.
Which means we got to figure out how to end him permanently. I don't have research, but I do have a cult.
Give me a cult check.
4.
All right, Captain N's gonna do a roll, and then Leroy's gonna do a roll. And he's like, "Well, okay, I'm spitballing here, but you've removed the makeup. When you were ordering the makeup, you felt like a different person, right? Your roll.
Mm-hmm.
When you took it off, only that solvent stuff could do it.
Yeah.
What if we incap him, and then while he's down, use the solvent to remove the movie makeup he's wearing, so he turns back into a normal person?
No, I think
Maybe because he's wearing the makeup of the serial killer, he has the powers of a serial killer.
that's a fine theory. I like that.
All right, and now you're just gonna have to talk to the director because they can't just give makeup solvent off the set. It's very expensive, but you ask the director, run it by the director and see what he says.
Yeah, I'll talk to the director, let him know what's going on. Roll my persuasion, 7.
Okay, and because you're still a horrible machine thing, it drops down to 5, so he's on board. Yeah, that pretty face. You missed that pretty face already, huh?
Yep.
Quick question. What's the which is spell casting? You said, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be witchcraft, but just use spell casting so the sheet works. And you're gonna have to drag from the core book arcane background magic on there on top of spell casting, the witchcraft thing. Because I don't have the Explorer core book, and the stuff from the Explorer don't work with the Suede, so you just have to put in the Suede stuff, and then the witch on top of it.
Do I have to pay for skills for both spellcasting and?
No, you just use spellcasting instead of it. On paper, this would be your witchcraft.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. Got it. All right.
And you just drag bolt, burst, and all that stuff from the core book.
Assign 6.
I don't want to be a negative Nancy, but you're definitely going to want to have a knife or something, and maybe a gun.
A gun.
Yeah. Because sometimes you do not want to get close to people. I mean, unless you got some sort of ranged spell, but yeah, it's just...
Yeah, we'll see. Okay.
Things are just nasty. And anyways, enough about me fussing over Card's guy character. That's going to be the ultimate chef. Do you want to show up as part of the catering?
I will. I'll be like, yeah, I was thinking I was like just watching all of this from the like rooftops and just, seeing who the heroes were and who the villains were, and just plan to make myself available at some point to the good guys.
All right, and with that, so you're talking to the director, and the director's like, okay, we will, now the director is covered completely in bandages, and he wears big sunglasses to hide his identity.
What happened to him?
You want to ask him?
Yeah. What happened to you?
Spook juice fire. I got the wrong end of the flamethrower. I survived, but I have to wear bandages every day because the burns were that bad.
Okay, well that sucks, man. Sorry.
I'm happy to be alive, but yeah, it sucks. But the archer is being, dead. So, jeez. But when the bombs dropped, a lot of people got horribly burned, mutated, whatever.
Yeah.
All right, Necron, give me a smarts check.
8.
Okay, his voice sounds eerily familiar. Now, because you were part of the Hearts and Minds and all that stuff, you remember hearing speeches on TV from the President of the United States and the President of the South, whatever they call it, the Confederate States, and all the different politicians. His voice reminds you can't place it, of one of those people who were on TV or the radio. Some politician. He sounds like some politician, but for the life of you, it's been 16 years. You can't place it, but yeah, it's just like, he just sounds kind of like a politician you once heard on the radio. You never met the guy, but the voice sounds oddly familiar. I don't know if you want to keep that to yourself or not, but yeah.
No, I'll let the others know.
And theirs were like, oh, okay, I mean, shrugs and goes, well, a lot of people found new jobs after the bomb dropped. I won't be surprised if someone with any sort of political or organization would wind up being mayor of a town. Checks out.
Reasonable. Yeah.
Okay, and the thing's like, okay, I can give you one bottle of solvent. Now, one bottle is a lot, but the hard part is holding the guy down and making sure they're in cap while you're applying it to remove all the makeup. Now, if they're wearing a mask, still put the solvent on, because if this is tied to the movie makeup, you're just going to have to scrub whatever he has, and it'll come off. The mask, the outfit, everything.
Alright. Well, if we're going to, hopefully we can try and incap him, but if we're going to hold him down, that'd probably be me. And then, so, either Leroy or probably Captain Man should take the solvent then.
Alright. Now, you can't cheese it and spray the guy with it. You literally have to scrub for like 5 combat rounds.
No, I dig it. That's cool.
Okay, I'm just pointing that out because Captain N's got, like, I got an idea to make an auto scrub machine. No, Captain N, you have to actually do work. I'm like, oh no. Alright. And what are you gonna do? You got case the joint, you gotta do movies.
Let's case. Get the lay of the land. See if there's any like secret passages, that kind of thing. I mean, there's gotta be at least one.
Okay, so you are one of the critics that are left who are kind of against the thing. You stake that out. Go ahead. What skills would you use for on a stakeout? You got anything that comes to mind?
Notice.
Alright, give me a notice. Ricard, you want to jump in now, or are you waiting for your dramatic moment?
No, that's fine. I'll
5.
see. Roll a notice. Come on, notice.
Oh, what's your guy's name?
I don't have that yet.
Okay, so Ricard has joined your party.
Notice. Notice?
Yeah, just double click.
Okay.
Okay, you got a 5.
Oh, sorry, I did it twice. So 5. Okay.
Huh? Oh, yeah, whatever. And so I will make a map real quick. Now we're going to combat tracker, and you're gonna have to spread out to cover more ground. So, who do you want to take with you? You want to take Leroy, Captain N, or do you want you and Ricard and the other 2 guys cover a different spot?
Yeah, me and Ricard let the other 2 take another spot.
Okay, I'm gonna take them out of the combat tracker for now.
Okay.
And I'm adding Ricard to the combat tracker. Now he doesn't have like an actual token, so that's gonna be weird, but that's okay. Okay.
You know what? Just in case, I think I'm gonna throw down my adventure card. Get a clue.
Okay, what's the question you want to ask?
Oh, play this card for advice from the game master on how to resolve a current predicament or problem, or to find all the clues or evidence in a particular scene.
Okay, remember Gerard, the assistant?
Yeah.
That you made Kojak with? He's the killer.
Bah.
Well, you find several things. One, he hates the mayor because he's the ultimate movie snob, and all the stuff the mayor makes is lowbrow. But despite that, his great skills working here got him to be like the mayor's assistant, and he's doing all the movies and stuff. And he knows the mayor's secret, which the mayor's actually making films to lower the fear level. That's why he's making films like that, and he don't care. He hates them, and but he can't just kill the mayor. So he's trying to frame the mayor as this slasher guy and have people get rid of him. That's why he's going after the mayor's critics and detractors. So it makes it look like the director himself is like offing people using movie magic stuff. And the clues you found the Southern Alliance, you found scraps of makeup in his office, you found scraps of everything around while you're talking on town, but yeah, you figure it out.
Okay.
So, how do you want to deal with him?
Let's confront him.
Alright. Let me read the thing that says confronting the guy. And, alright, so...
Damn it.
Oh, by the way, the job offer to get extra stuff by collecting zombies is still on the table, even if you beat this. So you do the detective, you find out the guy, and you confront Gerard or the director. Who do you confront?
Well, tell the other guy that we're going to confront Gerard, so that everybody's in the know.
Okay, so the director thinks you're insane. Like, what? My fucking assistant? He can barely carry an iPod by himself. I mean, even with the movie magic, he probably won't be able to do with the thing. He's a milquetoast.
I hand him this storyboard I found in the trash, barely concealed. He says it's got each scene's got how you're going to do it, what you're going to do it to, how he's using the makeup. You found some evil power that gives him power through the makeup, that kind of thing. I'll give him a storyboard. I found this in the trash.
Okay, so with that, instead of waiting for him to dial up, you can just arrest them now and make it case closed.
All right.
And skip the final battle, because the final battle is you beat the shit out of him, then apply the makeup remover and make him a normal guy. Only as a normal guy you can kill him or do whatever, but since you already figured it out, if you played that card, you can just literally just arrest him before he puts the makeup on, like now, before the night of the debut.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So Gerard's arrested, and he's like, well, I am arrested, but I have to say this, it looks over at Camilla. It is a waste. It really is a waste. If I'd met you sooner, I could have just focused on making Kojak the Night Stalker and bringing back drama and horror.
You know, I have a word with the judge. Maybe we can work out a work release program.
And the director goes, no, man, he murdered like 7 people. We can't give him a work release program.
All right.
They tried to frame me for it.
Right.
I mean, we gotta put him, like, we're probably gonna have to give him the chair at this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like he murdered one guy in extreme circumstance. He murdered like 7 people.
And premeditated at that, so yeah.
And yeah. Just to make the director look bad. He's like, alright, well. It is what it is. I mean, the movie magic thing will die with him, because it was his reckoner power, that when he put on makeup or he put someone else on makeup, they become the role.
Nice.
So, yeah, it's cool, but when he's gone, the makeup's just gonna be normal movie makeup. It can't, like, do the magic thing, like, make you a person again.
Sad. Oh, well.
But you'll always have that one episode of Kojak the Night Stalker as a pilot episode where you were epic.
Hell yeah.
And
gate's closed. Ricard, the gate's finished before you can get to show up.
That's fine. It's weird that why? Oh, that's advances. My first edge shouldn't be charged to my advances. How do you show that?
Okay. What problem are you having? What edge did you take?
It would be arcane.
Okay.
Let's see, I guess I could drag it on there first and see what happens.
You wanna go to your main where your edges, hindrances, and all sorts is, and you drag it to there. Don't drag it to your advances.
Drag it to main? Oh, okay.
Yeah, the main page where it says edges and hindrances, drag it to there first.
Okay, got it. All right.
Yeah, because if you have your advances open and you drag anything and you actually drop it on there, it'll like consider that you took it.
Okay, I got it. So it just arcane is a background edge, right? Or is that a power
arcane
edge?
background magic. Go take that.
Yeah.
And then take arcane background witchcraft from the companion. You gotta put them both in your starting edges so the magic works right.
Okay.
And you'll start with 10 power points, and then you make sure you have the spellcasting skills, so when you actually roll stuff, it works. You'll have to actually lock the sheet to roll the spell and damage. It don't work when it's unlocked.
Really?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, really. I found that out while I was doing Captain N and the other guy.
Oh, wow. Huh.
So, background. Arcane. Magic. Oh, I sent a portrait to Deadlands Discord.
Nice.
Yeah, the fangs are strictly decorative, but it's like that'll be his bursted out thing or whatever.
It's what?
Like, you're saying like when you're in makeup or whatever.
No, you don't have that.
Oh, okay. All right.
That was just for the movie thing where you're trying to catch the killer. That's not a normal thing.
Oh, okay. Good.
Okay, Necron.
Yeah.
I need you and Captain N to give me a spirit check for counting coup. Because you can get advance for this, you do get to count coup against the killer.
Oh, right on. 5.
Okay. Now, normally this guy didn't have a count coup something, but I'm making it up as I go. You have a choice. When you are being filmed, you can make yourself look like your normal person, like you did with the movie makeup, instead of what you really are.
Oh, hell yeah. Nice.
This is a hero power, but because you're a cyborg and a hero, this will work. So if you continue to do movies, you can this is a choice. You can toggle on and off. Or if you're looking on a security camera, you can just look like the normal you.
All right.
Before you got worked up in hero.
Nice.
And we'll just call this feature film quality. You'll just have to write in somewhere on your notes and write what it does and remind me when you use it. But yeah,
Okay.
this is automatic. You just turn it on and off at will. Okay, so we paid you the $500. You got the $50 for doing the movie. You got the other. You paid $100 to get acting lessons, and you got the Kojak film went viral, but because you can't make more, you could try to make more of it, but you'll have to find another director. But that's going to be the end of this session for now.
Right on.
Now, do you want to tackle another adventure, or do you want to call it a night?
What time we start? 7 or 8?
We start at 8 o'clock my time.
I'm at 7. All right.
What time is it now?
It's 9.
I mean, yeah, it was kind of like a half episode because you skipped all the fighting.
Yeah.
You only had one fight, so I mean, I can whip together another thing to give Ricard something to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still kind of I'm still whipping up stuff here, but yeah.
Oh, do you want to wait while you're working?
I can wait till you're done, bro. It's no rush on me.
Yeah.
No, you can start up, but just usually it would be quicker, but the books don't work quite as well.
No, they don't.
Yeah, you can't.
I have to fight with them tooth and nail.
Can't drag anything from the books. You have to drag it from the character section at the bottom. The edges, hinges, his powers, and skills.
All right, what are you taking? I'll just do it for you.
Well, I put so you're human, right? So you get one. Anyway, I took I put my smarts up to 8 and my what you call it, My vigor up to 8. You said vigor was important?
I said survival is important, but vigor is very important in this setting because your ability to shrug off radiation.
Right. Well, I got survival, so. But,
Survival is always one in this setting. It's important because it helps you find ingredients. So especially you.
So I started with arcane. I can't find. I thought I had it once, but I can't find
Okay, let me look at your
where to
sheet.
drag on
Before we
the
one
witch
second.
arcane. Go ahead.
I gotta go to characters. Bring up your sheet. Come on, why? This thing's fighting me. Okay. Okay, are the attributes done correctly?
For starting, yeah.
Okay.
Everything's set.
Before we do anything else, let's move on to. I have to do it in my brain. Your hindrances. Did you pick those?
No.
I'll go ahead and pick those.
Yeah.
Now this is. I go all the way to the bottom and hit race in the core book, and I drag human on the thing that says race, and it gives you the adaptable thing, so it knows you're supposed to start with a free edge.
Okay.
And that should fix the problem it's trying to give you other things. Now, at the very bottom right, there's a thing called edges. It says character. You see edges, hindrances, skills, and so on.
Where do you see this?
The very bottom right, all the way down. You have to scroll all the way down, and that's where you drag things from.
Of the book?
No, not the book. Go all the way down. Ignore book. Close tab if you have to. Below player, below world.
Oh, got it. Oh, that would have been
you drag
helpful.
it from there, which is confusing, but that's where you get it from. Right. And so you got arcane background. Let me just see if this is working. Okay, main. Let's delete that, and we delete the hindrances that aren't in right. So we're going to give you arcane background magic from Savage Worlds, right into edges, and then arcane background. Go down to you got the companion, so I go to Helenor's companion and arcane background witch. Now the reason I have to do 2 is because the powers aren't connected to the Suede version because yeah.
So that's my starting thing, the 3.
All right, and what are your hindrances?
I have to work on that. Just for now, it's I'm gonna have like 2. If I had to just do it, it would be arrogant and overconfident. But I kind of wanted to. Just for now, that's what it'll be.
We will just assume you took 4 points.
Yeah.
And you can fill it in later. I trust you.
Yeah.
Now, are the skills done, or do you still need to work on that before we're going further?
The skills. Let me see here.
You have smarts D8 and bigger D8.
Yeah,
and
so
you
I
have
can
15 plus the core.
So I can make. Let's see here. Survival will be 8, so that's 12, and then fighting's as good as it can get. Now
I will know you do have access to a car if that matters. If you want to learn how to drive.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll just drag driving in there.
The party owns a car. I'm just gonna drag one in there, and if you take certain edges, you can start with a car. But everything runs on spook juice, which is gasoline made from ghost rock.
Driving, and that would be a sign. So that should be everything. We counted up.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yep, that's it.
Okay, and what are your 3 starting powers?
Let's see, where are powers? I'm going to be
They have to be novice because you're starting, and then you get the season powers when you take new powers every season.
Right. I want I think my mind wipe, is that what? Oh, that's veteran. Come on, let's come up with some. Oh, puppet. No.
Zombie.
Shape change.
Everything
Uh,
that's cool is seasoned or higher. You have to get the sucky powers
Yeah.
you get every time.
Yeah, that's.
I don't want to say it like that, but that's what it feels like. The
Back
new
watch.
thing witches have is they have charm. That's only they can do. I don't know if you want to get that.
Charm.
Yeah, this is something they made up just for them.
Yes, just put it on there. So
I don't know if I can because I don't know
Here,
the way it's supposed to. I have to see what it is.
here. It says novice. I can drag it.
I gotta read what it does. Let me read what it does. Where is it? Everyone has to pick weird spellcasters. Charm. 1 minute. Charm makes the caster more appealing and attractive to others, which gives +1 charisma. The persuasion and
That sounds
this is
weak.
basically empathy.
Yeah, no. Which I have empathy also. So, oh, what's Havoc do?
It knocks people over and distracts them.
Yep. Havoc.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do Havoc and
Oh wow. I mean,
what?
I'm just looking at the charm thing.
Uh-huh.
Charisma notwithstanding, power allows her to use persuasion to initiate a test of will as opposed by her target smarts with a raise charisma bonus, blah blah blah. Additionally, the witch can use her persuasion to initiate a test of will against either a single target or everyone within a large burst template. This is a double-edged sword, though, as it applies to friend and foe alike. You have to be careful with it.
Okay, she took Havoc. I put that on your sheet. That's already built.
Let's go ahead and
stop. When you lock it, this one doesn't do damage, but you just roll spell casting. And if you go off, if you train that, you may have to put the power points down with that. So, yeah, you have to pick all your powers before we go.
Yeah, so Havoc, I'll go ahead and take Charm. I'll just learn to use it. And then...
And do you want healing?
Yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah, because there's no other healers, right?
No. I mean, Captain N has the skill and a med kit, but he doesn't have magic powers, no. For Necron, your healing will have a penalty because he's a robot.
Uh-huh.
But other than that, it works on everybody.
All right.
Okay, so healing, and you want what? Charm? Let's go drag Charm on there. I think that's more like empathy, but we'll have to figure out how it works. Let's pick the one thing that doesn't fucking work. Alright.
And then just
there, those are your 3 powers. Okay, you are set for your starting guy.
Okay, and
spend some.
Spend what? Advances?
What? Spend your buy some equipment. Do you have any melee weapons you want?
I will have the see, what the hell? I'll just have a I'm gonna have a what was that? I don't know, just a big stick.
What about pistol?
I don't have shooting.
Okay.
But
okay, so here we go to items from the campaign, and then I go over to you just want a big stick.
Yeah, and a full leather.
Alright.
So basically it'd be rocker clothing. Full trench coat. Rocker / vampire clothing.
Okay, so We'll go to that or blade melee. You want the staff, or do you want like an actual club?
No, staff and a dagger. No, staff and sword. Whatever
How much
fits
strength
with
you got?
6.
And get your short sword.
Yep.
Okay, here's a short sword, and you want the staff too?
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
it's part of the shtick.
you'll need
What?
another sheet. You'll need another sheet because don't you have a familiar, right?
No, he didn't take that edge. That's
Oh,
an
okay.
edge you have to buy. He may buy that edge, but I'll have to put that in.
Okay.
Okay, so you have the staff and the short sword. Now, you say rocker clothes, you're talking about like the leather from the core book, or do you want like
Full
the 2
full
points?
leather suit, whatever that comes to.
Do you want the boiled leather where it's 2 points or the 1 point armor?
I'll take the boiled leather, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. Alright, that eats up most of your money right there.
Good.
Well, not all of it, but it's like the leather suit's like 175.
They have grenades or anything?
Yeah, you can buy them. They're listed in the Deadlands Hell on Earth book.
Yeah. You know, I'm going to got it. So, and do I have any money left for a pistol or a shotgun?
Well, how much you spend on the grenades?
Nothing. I just
Well, you got like, okay, you started 175 and you spent like what 200, so you got 300 left.
yeah. So shotgun.
Okay. What do you want? The pump, the double barrel, what are we looking at?
Yeah, double barrel side by side. Oh no, I know pump. What am I saying?
Okay, let me get my
Edge.
go all the way over to this and okay, I gave you a full suit of leather, cap, jacket, leggings, 2 points in all locations. For cosmetic reasons, you don't have to actually be wearing a hat. We're still gonna give you the armor anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now let's go look at the profile picture you had for your dudes. Where'd you post that?
And Discord, right below Necron's robot character. Or
Well, that's not a human. What the fuck? You're Morbius.
I knew I recognized
just for now.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Are you
that says hey, you said he could be like an actor too, so he's just
Yeah, but I mean, if you're walking around like that, people are gonna think you're a mutant. Do you want to take the mutant hindrance? Because you can. If the same
No,
as a
not
normal
right now.
human, you just throw a mutation card.
no, that's all I could come up with right now. Just as it's strictly for attitude right now. So
Okay.
it could be like Zombieland, where you just decorate yourself.
Oh yeah, that'll work in movie town. The moment you step outside, people will shoot you because they're afraid of zombies.
Okay, nice.
I mean, if you want, you can take the performance to be an actual actor. Haha, no, okay.
Uh,
For 100 credits, you can buy the acting lessons in you and get a free D foreign performance.
Yeah.
And that is a movie slug because they have these things called palm quarters, which are like basically tablets or things you can slap on your wrist. And they have data slugs, but all the movies now are in slugs, and you put them in the palm quarters or TVs or whatever. Necron literally got paid like $500 worth of awesome movie slugs for this job instead of $500 regular dollars. So you have all the great films of the director. And then he sold. You know how Deadlands has the fear level?
Yeah.
If you tell tales, you can lower the fear level. But because Necron's still selling an action movie of him being Rambo, so whenever he walks in and people recognize him, the fear level lowers a little bit because Rambo's there to save the day.
Nice.
That's his bonus for doing this instead of getting an advance.
Cool.
Yeah, I like it.
All right.
And then you did
So,
Kojak Night Shocker, which raised the fear level. You countered it, but okay, we'll leave it alone.
So I get the acting at level 1, or
Yeah, you pay the $100, you watch the video, and you get it because it's literally an instructional video for $100. You can get performance, the skill.
Okay.
At D4, sure. So you don't have to spend a skill point or anything. Just put that on there and write a note somewhere in your notes that walk the acting tutorial.
Right.
There are a couple of skill. Okay, so in this land, there is no multi-languages, but everyone speaks English for free.
Okay.
And Savage Worlds, buying another language is like buying a skill, and it has like the 12 steps, which is annoying.
Okay.
But you can learn other languages at like D4 or D6 by just buying a video and listening to books on tape.
Okay.
Other than that, the only other skill they might be you can buy and learn is driving. They have driving for dummies on a book.
No, I bought driving. So.
No, I mean, if you find another skill book, you'll increase it by 1.
Got it. Okay, so
go ahead and take your 4 advances to make sure you're awesome.
Is it 4? I thought it was seasoned.
That's 4.
Seasoned is 4. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then let's see here.
Now, did you take that stupid veteran of the Weird West as your starting edge when you start with more advances?
No.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Okay, so delete. Check. Nope.
Now, the bad news is when you shoot, you'll have to scavenge to find more ammo because ammo's in short supply. The good news is Necron knows how to make ammo.
Nice.
So if you have money, he can just cook up some ammo by taking the empty shells and making it for you.
Okay, I put too many advances on there. How do I get rid of them? I clicked the track. Oh, you have to probably click it twice. Got it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll get over here and see what mess you made.
Okay.
We have advances 1, 2, 3.
I should have one more, right?
Yeah.
So 4. Okay. So the first advance is gonna be raising my spirit.
Yep.
So
okay, so I'll just change your spirit to D8. Just write down raise spirit.
Okay, and how is that done on this? Because I don't see a modifier.
There is no modifier. You literally
type it in.
Right.
Got it.
And then you go over to the other thing and right click and change it.
Got it. So you did the right click or the
I did the right click part. We're just gonna go over to advances.
Yeah, I put D6 to
No, stop. Okay. Stop. You're writing the wrong spot. That's for novice. Taking at novice. And then you write over here, taking like that.
Oh.
I know what rank it goes to.
Okay, got it. So the second thing is more powers.
New powers or PowerPoint?
Yeah. More new powers.
Okay, go pick 2 more novice powers. You can't get the cool
Right.
season powers until you take it a season.
Okay, let me see here. Powers. I don't know, what do I need? I guess I need
You're gonna need a ranged offense unless you plan on buying shooting with a level up.
I want how about train PowerPoints now? Just wanna defect charm.
First level is
Bro.
good standard.
I know. It's just
Yeah, I know.
it's I just have so many people now that have all that. I just want to try
Deflection?
something. Deflect. That's good. What about
Dispel is always
divination?
useful.
Ooh, EMP pulse.
You can't
What the
have
hell?
that.
Okay.
Only the doomsayers get that because they know radiation.
Okay.
That's their thing.
What about elemental and elemental?
Yes, you can have elemental manipulation. And the companion, you see the witch arcane backgrounds list of powers you can take.
Okay, so I take that and see. Ooh. Havoc, heal, illusion, visible, light, dark, mind link.
One of my favorites is
Come
always
on.
elemental manipulation, because there's just so much like small useful shit you can do with the little 4 elements.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I took it. And then slow burn. What's slow burn?
You can't have that. That's a psyker thing.
Okay, good.
Yeah, psyker.
Okay, let's go over to what is slow burn?
Uh,
Oh, it's a psyker thing where
Ooh.
they burn people's power points. It's weird.
no, it
Oh.
bypasses all armor and does damage straight to the person.
Yeah, but okay. So you said you took elemental manipulation. I'm going to drag that onto your sheet from the compendium.
Yeah, I thought I already did, but maybe it's not there.
No, you have to go to the power section and drag it on and put it in the advance or whatever.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Okay. Elemental manipulation is on there. What's empathy work?
Oh. Yes. I'm gonna have done that before, but
Well, you always take Wall Walker and be Spider Woman.
confusion, illusion. I'm gonna have to randomize that, see if I want to be a. Oh yeah, a beast.
Okay, I'm gonna break the
beast
game
friend.
and tell you. Okay, Beast Friend it is. I was gonna tell you to environmental protection, but never mind.
Yeah.
Beast Friend. There you go.
Yep. So that's that, and then so that's my second one was new powers, and then the third one is power pool.
Or the one to get more power points. Okay.
Yeah. And then let me see. I kind of like Iron Jaw because he's a tough guy.
Oh,
Do you have D8 vigor?
Yeah.
Well then, yeah, that's a good thing. You might want to take it.
Yep. Let's do that. So edge. Oh no, I'm gonna wait on that actually. The fourth one is bumping up shooting and fighting.
Do you? Okay, you have shooting at D4 and fighting at
fighting it.
D4.
Yeah.
You're gonna
That's
make
how I
them both
fit it.
D6s? Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
I can do
mhm.
that.
Yeah.
Well, just I'll right click it, just write it down. That's now D6s,
Uh-huh.
and that's a 6,
And that's
that's a
my
6.
fourth thing. And then I'll just plan to do Iron Jaw next if I survive. So
Okay, and now we go over to main, and we drag on the thing, Iron Jaw. PowerPoint.
I don't have that
I'm doing
enough.
it.
Okay.
I have to go through. Okay, PowerPoint. Bam, that's on there. And you said you wanted to be what? Overconfident or hindrance?
Let me go through that. I'll just because there's he might be outside or something. I'm always overconfident and arrogant. So where's the hindrances?
Under evidence.
Yeah. I'm gonna be. Oh. I'm gonna have a. What would be like a witch that I am enthralled with? That'd be jealous.
Amorous, or if you're like a do you
Kind
love
of
her or
both.
hate her? That might be jealous
yes.
minor or ribbon or whatever. You just pick one of those.
Just be minor.
I
Like,
mean,
it's just-
jealous major, you're jealous of everybody.
No, it's just
Rivalry.
just
Rivalry.
rivalry.
Yeah.
Yeah, rivalry. So that's page 2. So okay, so that would be. Is that in there? I don't see it.
And I got to go all the way down, and you want a rivalry. Now, is she the same level as you or stronger?
She's the same level.
Okay, this would be enemy, but she doesn't want to kill you. She just wants to show you up because it's a rival. So
Right, and I'm jealous of anybody who is amorous of her, and I secretly love her. And
okay, I think.
hey, did anybody ever see the original or know the story of the original Dark Shadows?
Yes.
It's like Angelique, like she fell in love with Barnabas, and she was supposed to like turn him for her master, and but oh no, he like rebuffed her love because of the woman he loved, and so she turned him into a vampire, and when he was cured, her master turned her into a vampire, and then she tried to turn him back.
I remember.
It was just like this. Anyway, just something wildly like that. So that's
okay. So we're gonna go jealous minor, and you can write put the girl's name, whatever.
Right.
And then you wanted enemy
jealous
minor because she doesn't want to kill you. She just wants to show you up.
And then secretly in love with her.
Now, is this a major secret to you? Like,
no,
minor. Find out.
No,
minor. Okay,
minor. Yeah. And then the I think the last one is
stubborn. You will never admit that you love her.
Yeah. I think that's enough on her. I'm gonna go with now, you know what? I'm just oh man, no, I don't want to.
Stubborn means you're a stubborn person in general. It's not just one person. But.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go with stubborn.
Okay, so let me reread this. We have enemy minor, jealous minor, secret minor, and stubborn.
Yeah.
Hey, Necron.
Yo.
We finally made someone that doesn't have the same four that I always pick.
What?
I always pick heroic, overconfident, some other bullshit.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just gotta erase the word major so it knows it's minor, but there we go. And you are set, my man.
All
I
right.
just gotta figure out how to get that picture on there, which I can't. And setting Deadlands gender male, I have to write that down because it's very important.
Right.
Because your backlash affects you especially because you got the gonads.
Right. And because it was cool, he starts with D6 conviction. I'll roll that now. Just kidding.
You start with one conviction because you have
Oh,
the
you did?
tragedy of falling in love with your rival. And I'll give
Okay.
you that for real. That's a fuck.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so the next adventure, do you want to go back to Junkyard where the main game takes place, or do you want to do more shit in Movie Town?
Wherever you want to be.
I like Movie Town.
Movie
It's
Town?
up to
Okay.
where Necro wants to be because he's footing the bill. I'm doing this for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Movie
Movie
Town.
The
Town's
main
fine.
thing is you're running around fighting these worms. Okay, so Crash Course. Ricard, do you know about the reckoners and all that bullshit? Where they're making fear. Okay, so Deadlands, the hunting grounds, and all that. They have these four guys who are like supposed to be the four horsemen, and their big thing is they're trying to keep humanity in fear because they feed on fear, and they live in the hunting grounds, that spirit place where they pull all the stuff. Well, before those guys showed up, giant worms lived there. And they're in charge of stuff. And then when the Reckoner showed up, they kicked them out, and that's why we have Mojave Rattlers everywhere. And the Rattlers gain sentience, and they're trying to, blow up the world so they can go back in the hunting ground. And that's what the campaign's about.
Okay.
And you gotta stop that. So, in Junkyard, Necron got a deal where because he's working for Junkyard, he has an apartment that has actual electricity and clean water and cable and stuff like that. Like, as long as he does missions around Junkyard and for people, they will not only keep paying him, but they'll give him the best choice of parts, the best choice of stuff. He has a pretty nice life. While everyone else is sitting out in the waste eating shit. Because if you want to be in his party, they will give you an apartment and give you power.
You cut out. Oh man, what the hell? Is it me? Is it me again? What the fuck, man? Okay, well, that's weird. Well, you bastards. Fuck you. I was interested in the orange cat. No. The hell? What the fuck? What the hell? don't fucking know. What the hell, man? God damn it. No. Yeah, I have no idea what the hell's going on. Hmm. Yeah, I have no idea why I can't connect to Discord. My internet seems to be.
How could you possibly know what the future?
Or do something, just let me know. I'm all free all day Monday. Sounds good.
What the fuck is wrong with goddamn Discord? I'm on the internet. Discord's been doing fucking freaky ass shit lately.
I can hear you now. Yeah. You just sound like in a box.
That's because I'm connecting to my phone right now.
Yeah. I can't do that. I haven't figured it out. I have, and it's not. The juice ain't worth the squeeze of card. It's very slow on his computer. Alright, so I offered either go kill Stanley Winchester or go just break zombie around with us. But it looks like
Did you see my dice roll? All right, then I can play. I'm gonna put my headphones in on my phone. Give me a second.
10 o'clock while on that. Are you guys still good? I slept all day, so I'm good to go until you guys need to stop. Sure. Okay, so I'm just gonna go with the Movie Town one because it's funny. You ever get Movie Town? So that offer you got earlier, before everything went south, is the director's like, hey, and also there's one with quite a bunch of nutcrackers. Oh, you want to stick with the movie? Okay, I'm gonna go with the Movie Town one because I'm right here. Well, the Movie Town, they're like, yo, I know your film career is still good, but we have a film for your next movie. We're running low on zombies for people for kindergarten movies.
Oh hell, that's not open.
We have guys called zombie wranglers, and they bring in zombies for $50 a head, as long as most of the undead bodies attached to it. And the rules is they can't be, too shot up, and they can't be famine because the famine zombies spread disease everywhere and kill things. Other than that, if you can bring us in zombies, we can put them on camera. That's great. Are the ones he's talking about completely fair? Or the normal ones, zombies normally act like completely feral or mindless. The Walking Dead are like semi-feral. They'll act like a zombie, but then they'll act a little bit smart enough to use guns and weapons, especially if there's a hero directing them. What? around the nearby roads have been stripped clean, but there was, when they first got here, on those zombies, instead of just dumping them all, they would put them in a barn and just use them for stuff. Travel a day to the waste to find a suitable pool of zombies, but when you're that's not a big deal. The hard part might be getting back to the cars. Because you have, can we look at a trailer? Can you look at can you do a repair check to hook up a trailer to like Volkswagen Beetle?
6.
Okay. What kind of trailer you want hooked up?
Just a cage, like a Goofy Lions cage kind of 2-wheeler trailer.
Done. You can probably scram, I'll say, 5 full-size zombies in there and take them back if you want. Easy. If you want to get more, you might have to do that. The trick is getting them in there. Right. So, if you want to go ahead, go around, give me a... Oh, actually, I have to roll random encounters, but are you guys going to go out and search for zombies? Or you have to leave the city and go to like the waste proper?
Okay.
Sure. How many bullets do you have, Connor? Because I have to count bullets.
I don't know. I spent the rest on shotgun shells.
Okay, we're going to say you have like a box of shells, so whatever amount of shells is how many you have. And when you use them, you can replenish them by spending money. But weight is a big deal, but you're a D6, so I'm not worried about that. Okay. Okay, and Marshall's Handbook. Now, you do have, well, Necron has a radio that he got from there, and you do walkie-talkie stuff. Okay, and you guys are out. Roll me a 1d20. Can you roll it? Yeah, you already. You got roll me 1d20 because I'm gonna make this your fault.
I think I rolled a 20.
You gotta drop it in the thing, but if you want to say you roll a 20, I'll take that.
No, where do I have to drop? Oh, drop it in the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. So, 17. Okay, let's take a look. 17. You encounter road orcs. Yeah. Now, road orcs are one of the largest gangs in the West. This gang of ugly mutants around 200 members and is based out of Shan's band, but still is the king of Leon's territory around Vegas. Out on the road, most likely in groups of 30 to 50 at one time, the majority ride motorcycles, but they have a decent assortment of larger vehicles. The Highway Patrol, which is like the police who patrol the highways, offers 600 bullets, and the law of the dog posts 1,000 bullets reward on Ryan Fang's Noggin, the leader of the road hordes. So you see like 30 motorcycles and other vehicles come storming by. Now, you can make a survival or stealth roll to say fuck that and avoid them because you have survival, or you can just try to beat them. What do you want to do? Because you're in a car and you have a trailer, but it's not weighed down. You can just.
Yeah, sounds like we should. I don't know where. What do you think? Avoid these guys?
Yeah.
Alright, give me your choice of. This is usually done by survival, so give me a survival check.
Okay. Come on. I should have rolled. How come it doesn't roll? Do you have to drag it into the...
Yeah, I usually just drag it into the chat. I don't double click and don't mark unless it's in combat for me.
Okay. Try one more.
You succeed. So you managed to, with your survival crap, instead of encountering these guys, you saw them ahead of time and you just kind of like duck into a gully and they pass you by. The downside is there's no zombies where you've been looking.
Alright.
Which is weird, because normally you would hit zombies by now. They're suspiciously scarce. If you want, you do another survival check to try and track to some trails, or you can just drive around.
I'll try try to add to that.
Yeah, you should have been the lead roller on the Beyond 11. So, with that, you guys got a raise, a little bit more. You find that the zombie tracks lead to, let me read this, make sure this is right. Town. But it's not, coming back to Movie Town. It's more like, when you get to Movie Town, you go to the restaurant district. You're picking over some empty runs, and, we're going to say you went to another site. There's a large number of footprints shuffling to a river vehicle and disappearing, so it's like someone else is picking them up. So give me a notice check.
I'll go ahead and Benny it.
Do you have anything to boost visual notices by any implant?
I have light intensification. That's about it.
Okay, I am going to accept your Benny. You got a 10. What'd you find, guard? I rolled a 4. Okay, so you both get roll 36 and take that much stuff, but you successfully scavenged. While you're looking through this place, Necron finds a raft of burgers along the tracks and a couple of burger lord wrappers. These are known in, so you got $7, but, of trade goods, but yeah, you can just roll that regarding and skip that much money. But you find, like, stuff, like, there was a big burger chain warehouse in Los Angeles in Movie Town, and the fact that this stuff is out here is a bit weird, but you could probably go back to Movie Town and actually find a Burger Lord warehouse.
Okay. You're saying Burger Lord, right?
Good. Burger Lord.
Okay.
Here, I'll type it in Deadlands. This is basically, instead of Burger King, it's called Burger Lord. That's their version of fast food franchise.
Right.
Alright, so after you spend a couple days, you go back, but you track it back. It's obvious someone else is rounding up all the dead. Once you spot the tracks, you find Burger Lord, and along with the franchise, there is some soil and grease and batter crumbs. So when you get back there, there's if you track the Burger Lord connection, people tell you, Brian McKay, the owner and operator of Swiss Food, his truck wagon is found at every major shoot and at premieres as well. McKay is famous for his fried and battered dipped meats, but never ever serves vegetables. He jokingly says it's because he has a reputation to maintain.
Funny.
McKay, like nearly everyone in the Great Maze, Yeah, so he has a secret food source that he never gives things, but he has a reliable source of meat.
I bet. Path? I like it.
Simply like psychopathological paths. Okay, speaking of paths, I'm gonna ask you a personal question for your character. Has he ever been in human flesh? Yeah, as far as I know. Have you ever eaten zombie flesh? No. Okay, how about you, Necron? I mean, you're a hero. Did you ever, in desperation, eat human flesh or zombie flesh?
If I had to, yeah.
You decide to tell me yes or no. This is
Yes.
up to you completely.
Yes.
Okay, now, let's say you ate zombie flesh. Have you had this guy's cooking?
Okay.
This guy catered your premiere a couple of times. No, Swiss Foods. He owned Swiss Foods, and he sells battered fried meat. So go ahead, and if you had his cooking, then say, give me a common knowledge.
Okay. Nine.
Okay, with the it's fucking good. Apparently, instead of using any other meat, he's taking the Walking Dead that they use for extras, and he's chopping them up and cooking them as deep fried zombie.
It's not hurting anybody, is it?
Well, no. Long as he doesn't use a faminite, like a normal zombie, once you fry it and cook it up like that, it's just meat. It's safe. It's safe as eating fried cow or fried dog or fried rat.
Okay.
Once you fry something, it gets rid of all the impurities and shit. So now, some people might be freaking out because they're eating human corpses, but on paper, they won't give him a disease or anything unless he cooks up a faminite or something mixed in with, like, liquor and shit.
Right on.
A faminite is basically the guy who did, like, zombies of famine and zombies of disease. They spread weird stuff. Yeah.
Alright.
So, you have to first go, you could follow him around and try to find out where he goes or try to find a burger lord factory. What do you guys want? Do you want to talk to him? Confront him? Do anything?
Try and get some of those recipes?
Well, you have to talk to the man first, but yes.
Yeah.
No, man, you can't just be handing out my recipes. What makes you think you don't know about my secret ingredient? Yeah, this is MSG. Same thing that Colonel Sanders, who came back from Korea, the Korean War, this was a secret ingredient. Holy shit, if you have some MSG, I'll pay you $1,000 here and now to get my hands on some. That is so scary for finding the waste. Wow. That is, if you find MSG because you have ingredients, that will count as a super ingredient. You get 10 power points instead of 1. Some that's like some of the food items are really powerful. Like, for example, Dr. Pepper, even though it's supposed to be normal soda, will cure radiation poisoning. That's something they just put in there because the recognition thought it was hilarious. Yeah, if you drink Bucky's Fizz Cola, it could turn into a fucking mutant. So, you're this giant menacing robot, and you're like, yeah. Do you want to intimidate him or talk to him, persuade you to bring up, how do you want to handle this? He goes,
We'll try the persuasion. 5.
Okay, that is a -2. Wait, what's the outsider colony sway?
Right on.
So what do you want from him? You want his recipes? You want to know what he's doing?
Yeah.
You guys seem to be legit. So probably
Okay.
I thought this was going to go different. Okay, he brings you up and he's like, basically, and the it's likely he might find the best, but he's like, we're shooting this. By the way, you have and he brings you in there and he's like, okay, so he brings in the burglar. As you can see, a food supply, but a chunk of this is we have like 20 Walking Dead in here, and well, in the process, remove the bone, put it the meat in, and fry it. And we have to make sure it is clean and you know, well, as much as it can be, no disease or whatnot. So if there's a famine, like, we won't touch it. But as you can see, we just like, and he just like takes like an arm off the zombie, debones it, puts the fingers or whatever in the batter, the meat, fries it for a bit, comes out, you have chicken fingers. So it's deep fried meat. Pretty much the same thing you do with chicken or other stuff. Except he debones it first because he don't want people, you know, trying to swallow finger bone and choking.
Right.
And he uses natural breading and natural stuff, and he's like, yeah, pretty much this is it. I don't know if you need some for a shoot or whatever, but like, if you can keep your mouth shut, I can give you like 5 of these guys and bring them back to Movie Boy. He'll give you $100. He pays like $20 a head, $25 a head. Sounds like what we want.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to keep at least 15, so I have to keep making a big later. I can give you a couple for the ring later to just do that. Now, if you want his best, I will take any form of meat. Like, if you can bring me a cow, they don't have to be living. It can be undead as long as it's not Feminite. And with my process, I can just deep fry it. So if you find any undead cows or undead horses, or horses that are alive or undead, slaughter it, I can take that too. But yeah, I can pay you for actual meat, like, I don't know, $10 a pound. Whatever you want to bring.
Okay.
Some good character. It is a lot easier to break a zombie down and bring them in apart instead of bringing a whole zombie down. The weird thing. He's not alive in the sense that but zombies are alive in the sense that there's no water to gain the meat, and they stay active and fresh like an animal until they go down. So, you found out the mystery. You want to tell people, or do you want to keep it a secret?
Well,
Secret, right?
yeah. I mean, if the meat isn't hurting anybody and it tastes good, I mean, it's hell on earth. You get your food where you can get your food.
The only way it will hurt people is if someone gives them a famine night or some sort of plague zombie, and he's doing his best not to touch those. But
I mean, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right.
but he still just one guy selling chicken fingers and zombie meat. And he, okay, so yeah, he's like, okay, well, if you're a business partner, here, tell you what, if you actually promote, you want to start a commercial with his chicken fingers as a heinous stuff.
Oh hell yeah.
Like, every success and raise, he can pay you $10 in actual money.
Oh yeah.
Performance check. And everyone wants to do performance, they can, but each person can do this because you all have that team for performance. You paid $100, want to get your money back. I'll let you do that.
All right.
Are you still taking the 5 zombies for 25 a head to get the
Yeah.
What's 5 times 25? Yeah, you get that. That's for the party though. You have to split it amongst yourself.
All right. I'm switching back to the other one, so I'm gonna come out of here. Tommy, can you hear me? There
Hello.
we go. All right.
Finally.
I have no idea what that was all about, but whatever.
Neither do I. Okay, so back to where I was. Our card.
Yeah.
How many ingredients do you have?
Oh, I don't have any.
You're supposed to start with like half your smarts or some shit.
Oh, well, and then I have 4.
Okay, you get 125 that you can split between the two of you if you turn in the zombies. Because this is an actual food warehouse, you can get 1 ingredient related to fast food or Burger Lord, like the batter, the wrapper, not the zombie meat, but like the breading, the wrappers, the fry mix, whatever.
Soy sauce. Soy sauce packs.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you got soy sauce packets. So bam, you got 1 more ingredient. He'll just let you take that for free because you can't really use it.
Okay.
Now, you are allowed to carry X amount of ingredients, like by your smarts. If you carry too many, they spoil. But yeah, every time you scavenge, you got a chance to pick up an ingredient, like a junker gets a chance to pick up a component.
Awesome. So I check every car, every derelict car for fuzzy dice off the thing. Like basically every.
Okay, do you just want fuzzy dice to use? Then you have them, because unless if you want the actual fuzzy dice magic item, you're gonna have to roll for that.
I think what he's actually trying to aim for is reflavoring the witch thing a little bit instead of like ingredients is what gets, since we are in hell on earth, like junk pieces like a pen would be an ingredient or
Okay, yeah, sure. You can say you got the fuzzy dice instead of soy sauce. You can have that. Because it's confusing because there is actual like fuzzy dice. If you find them, they're called the lucky fuzzy dice.
Uh-huh.
And when you use it, you get a free penny. and then they turn to dust.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. So I see. Yeah, where the confusion is, because every Elvis impersonator has them hanging from their mirror.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, and if I find a troll doll, ones with the hair, I'll just be
Oh, those are
ecstatic.
everywhere, man. You're in California. You can just, if you
Okay.
want to say you have the max number of ingredients, you have a bag of troll dolls. Go right ahead.
Yeah. If I have that many, occasionally it'll be a gift for somebody.
I mean,
Cool.
I don't know. People might smoke them to get superpowers. That hair is bright yellow, bro. It has that
Yeah.
neon color.
Yeah.
I actually got into, because I was stupid. In the East, in England, instead of troll dolls, they have gonks, which are like silly little dolls that don't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
But Cyberpunk would call someone a gonk if they're being stupid. So I said, I unleashed the gonks. So I threw a bunch of gonk dolls at somebody. They're like, what the fuck?
Hmm.
Oh, okay. So you wrap that up. You got your money. Are you doing the persuasion checks for the commercials? Are you guys doing that or not?
Yeah, I rolled a 5.
Okay, and what do you get, Ricard?
I will roll now.
Now, you can use Charm to get a +1 before this, or +2 on a raise, and then roll.
Well, I already rolled, but I'm gonna spend a Benny. Do that again. No, exactly the same. Now, determined to do a 4. So just one.
Okay, so you got $10. The other guy got $10. Necron, you can have your thing activate where you look like a normal person instead of a herald.
Okay.
He kind of wants you to look like a herald, but that's what you're known for. But if you want to be a normal person, go ahead.
Well, since I'm normally will be in my, cyborg persona or
Yeah,
whatever.
people know you as the movie star of the cyborg. They also know you as the star. If you do the other one, it's like having a second identity because you're the star of Night Shack. I mean, if you want, you might be able to find another director and do a couple more episodes if you want to do Kojak the Night Stalker.
Right on.
They're not heroic though. They don't lower the fear level. They're kind of mysteries, and
Right.
if you do really good, you might raise the fear level because everyone thinks the world's more spooky.
I'll stick with the cyborg persona on that.
Okay. But they make more money with Kojak the Night Stalker because your D4 keeps exploding on performance. It's so much easier. Okay, now here's the thing. Do you want to tell the tale of how you defeated the bad guy with a persuasion check or card? That might have to be you because you don't have a penalty. And lower the fear level around Movie Town. You only got one shot at this. And the card, if you have the Renown card, you can use that to help.
I don't know. Where do I find my cards?
Oh, on your sheet above Advances, it says Adventure. You click that.
Oh, I do have the Renown card. Yeah, I'll go ahead and drag that over to. How do you do that?
Yeah, you just drop
You just played Renown. Oh.
Okay.
Doesn't tell me what the card does. I have to go look it up now.
Play after completing a good deed of some import. Everyone who contributed receives a conviction point. If not using conviction points, then refreshes bennies. So.
Okay, so is that what it says?
Yep.
Congratulations. You each get a conviction. I'm putting your conviction up at 2. It is next to your name. It says conviction. And Camilla, you will get 1 conviction. So you're at 0.
Okay.
All right. So I have to tell the story of.
Okay, to lower the fear level, you do a persuasion check and tell everyone how you like basically beat up the movie killer who was causing fear and caught him.
Oh, I'll let I'll go ahead and do the roll, but I think that's Camilla's story.
Okay, now if you want to use your charm spell, still you can get like a +1 or +2 if you have a raise, because it basically makes you attractive.
Got it. Will do. Okay, so come on. So nope. I'm gonna spend a Benny. Come on. Okay.
Better.
So that's 1, and then a persuasion. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, almost.
8
Still
plus
hate.
1 is 9. Now I'm gonna go look at what getting a raise on this does. But yeah, you guys read on as I keep looking stuff up. Lowering the fear level. When you told the thing, it lowers it by 1, and oh, so it looks like raises don't do anything. That sucks. I should probably check the other books, see how they change it moderately. Okay, so Movie Town was at where the hell is it? LA Today, Rock Island Prison. Is it under LA? Is it farther in? I'm trying to find. Okay, Movie Town is fear level 3 with a population of 500. You dropped it to fear level 2. So right now, this is probably the least fearful place in fucking Deadlands.
Wow.
But everything's at like 4 or higher because the bombs dropped. Good job, Card.
Nice.
Okay, and well, you both Scooby Dooed this shit. Ricard, go ahead, take an advance.
Okay. I'll do Iron Jawed. So.
Alright, Necron, and you did 2 adventures, so you go ahead, take an advance.
Are you sure?
Well, yeah, you did 2 adventures. This is nothing. You just can't advance during while those other guys catch up. Screw it.
Well,
It don't matter. They don't care.
gotta take Sweeper Frenzy.
Frenzy lets you hit twice with 1 attack, or Sweep lets you hit everyone next to you. So, you plan on being swarmed?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yes. The improved Sweep lets you not hit your friend, but regular Sweep, you hit everyone. There's no penalty unless you're not using a 2-handed weapon. I will count the giant Saw of Doom as a 2-handed weapon for this purpose, because it's fucking massive.
Alright.
Yeah, Ricard probably don't stand next to him when he's fighting.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds like.
Okay, so
a
when
good
you see this nun, she has like steel all over her body and is covered in leather over the steel. And the only part of her that's human is the head. She has a mounted rifle shoulder. She has a flamethrower, and she has a saw arm.
Wow. Kind of serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, a light can is like the Terminator, and infiltration does stuff. A heavy can is just a mobile platform with a brain in it. They're there to fight.
Hey, I didn't see a shotgun on there. Do you want me to pull that on, or?
Do you want that from? Okay, Hell on Earth has like 5 different shotguns. So they have the North and South version, or do you just want like the standard one from the core book?
I just want a pump shotgun, unless one of them spits out like something interesting.
All right, let me go look at the gear. If you want to look for something interesting,
We said we were
we
splitting
have double
125.
barrel. Oh, okay, so you can get the pump semi-automatic, which is under the Hell on Earth equipment, and it costs 150.
Yep.
And that is +2 to hit, 12 gauge, yada yada. Now, if you ever get your $600, you can get a full auto shotgun that's just auto fire shotgun.
Yeah, and I'll just take that one you just said.
Okay, well, I'll just go drag that on your sheet.
And we split 125, you said?
Yep, 6250.
62.
No, you spent. Yeah, you split 125, so it's 6250 cash added to
Yeah.
your sheet.
And like whatever things money I had left over was just for cooking supplies and just snacks. Oh, yeah, because now I have 6250. So, yay!
Okay, adventure card. You gotta actually drag that and put it in there. So it's played. Come on, take it off and say it's played. You stupid thing. I'm having trouble with everything in life. Oh well. Advances. That's already done. Did you get a power under notes or no card?
Power.
Like a thingamabob or notes? Because some stuff doesn't fit in the book. I have to make it up and just writing notes about it.
Oh, yeah, just that the background arcane background witch.
Okay, yeah, that I put under spell casting and
Mhm.
the other thing, but yeah, that should just work.
Okay.
Survival. Okay, inventory, weapon, and we gotta get you the pump shotgun. Go all the way down to items.
Strength 6 is okay for operating that, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
If not, then it's gonna suck.
Yeah. Whoa.
Okay, there you go. And so when you go to combat, the pump shotgun, you have your ranges and all that. I'll have to lock so to see. Yeah, you have to lock to see damage. But you're like when you're close, it's 3. When you're medium, it's 2. When you're far, it's 1. That's how shotgun. It's +2 to hit shotgun. If you
Okay.
switch to slugs, it's 2d10 damage, but you don't get any bonuses to hit.
Got it.
And because this is the game that is the greatest of all time, you're allowed to put a bayonet, grenade launcher, or flashlight on your shotgun.
Nice.
Huh.
If you can find one, or if you
if I
want a
had
laser
money,
sight.
yeah, if I had money, I'd put a flashlight on it.
You do have money.
Okay. So.
And you have a guy who can make flashlights, so
Oh.
the junker, he can pretty much make anything like normal tech pretty much with a science or repair roll. Or you can just buy a flashlight and put it on there, but yeah.
So let's make this Beetle into a Hummer. Just kidding.
Well, the other guy bought an SUV and torqued it up to practically a combat SUV because he gave it combat shots, heavy shocks, and a turret.
Nice.
this thing you can't really add. Well, you can add a ramming. Oh, you put a ramming plate on Haze. If you want, you put a ramming plate on the Beetle. But that's the main thing is it's good for getting people around. And if you run out of gas, you can put in alcohol with the hooch converter.
Nice.
Oh, it also has combat shocks and heavy shocks, so it goes off-road like a four-wheel vehicle.
Right. It's got buggy power.
Oh yeah,
Punch buggy.
speed buggy.
Speed. Oh, you wish it was Speed Buggy. He
Yeah,
was
I
awesome.
do wish it was speed buggy.
Where was that
Speed.
from?
Oh, there's a show called Speed Buggy. It was like compared to Scooby Doo. Instead of having a dog, they had a talking Speed Buggy.
Oh.
Still made by Hanna-Barbera. Still 5 kids, same kids, just in different costumes. And
Oh,
instead
yeah.
of the dog, they had a talking car.
Oh yeah, and they did that with Fangface, was the same kids, except one guy was a werewolf. And they did that with Jabberjaw, except Jabberjaw, they could actually play music like the Gem, so they're more popular.
Yeah.
They had a job, they were a
And
band.
Jabberjaw sounded like Curly from the Three Stooges.
Oh yeah, that was his whole thing. He talked like Curly from the Three Stooges, but he's a shark. I'm like, he gets no respect. I tell you, I miss him.
Hanna-Barbera. Fast food cartoons.
I mean, they had some epic heroes too, like the Blue Falcon and Dynamite.
Fuck yeah. Love Blue Falcon.
And then, you ever saw Dexter's Laboratory?
Oh yeah.
The Blue Falcon took Dynamite to Dexter to fix him, and Dexter upgraded him, made like a super evil Dynamite, and he's like, bro, goofy idiot sidekick is what makes a superhero super. Make him normal. And that was a fun episode. So I was like, yeah.
What was that purple alien thing movie? Like cartoon movie? It was like a ill-tempered little purple guy, and he always say punch buggy. Oh, so it wasn't Moana. It was Screech? No.
Purple Alien. I'll look that up.
It was this Punch and Punch buggy. It was this.
Oh, Home.
What did you say?
I think there's this might be the wrong thing. There's a purple alien guy. They come out new because 2015.
All right. I think I'm gonna have to go because I'm supposed to start heading over to Kim's tonight. So
All right, I'm
Sounds
just gonna
good.
hang up and call the day. Well,
Yeah.
you all got your advances. I'll see you, I guess, whenever the next time we feel like it.
all right, man.
Sounds good.
Later.
Thanks.